Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Timberborn coming at you. Oh, where's my coffee? Oh my god, my coffee. Yeah, coffee. Nedved, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good everything to you. You are doing well today. 37 today, nice. Welcome to welcome to our hard mode Timberborn. Some serious lessons learned from our first go. This is actually our second attempt. I'm going to include this all as like one series or whatever season of the game, because I like to go from beginning to end. And yeah, getting our... Oh, good. Wow, did I save at the right time or what? Neat. What is this? Oh, you are not connected. Okay. So this is going to be our first real test. This is where we're going to determine whether or not we're prepared, storage-wise, with everything. Now, when we hit our first bad tide last time, I think we were devastatingly underprepared. This time, we're adorably underprepared. Yeah, there's still a lot of building that needs to get done. There's a lot of collecting that needs to get done. Last time, I bifurcated the housing. Housing's all in one little corner. Totolo, welcome. Good day. Good day. Good to see you. Been a while, I think. Might have only been like 2 days or something, but like I said, I like to greet folks with, like, open arms all the time. Oh my god, you're here. Hi. I missed you. Like that. I like to be happy, excited puppy style. Jujitsu type. What we're going to do is we're actually going to pause a farm. No, I'm going to let that run a little bit longer. The water is good, which it is right now. We got housing there. Maybe a weekend some days. Okay, cool. So I'm not that out of it. I woke up with a screaming headache. I woke up with a headache you can taste. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Maybe a migraine? Maybe that's the nomenclature for it, but I literally woke up with a headache you can taste. Yeah, so I'm hoping for 7 hours again for today's stream. Hoping something like that. Maybe we gotta cut it a little short, but yeah, I just woke up and I'm like, oh. I feel it behind my jaw? I can feel it in my teeth. Weird headache, but anyway. Yeah, so things are going good. Let me know how the audio is, as always. I like to make sure the audio is good. If anything, I want to be just a bit louder than the music. I want the music to be there, but I want to be just a little louder. Oh gosh, what do we do before the storm? More? Everything's good. Okay, awesome. Got some wood. So maybe one more smash of water. And harvesting as many trees and veggies as possible. How's our storage looking overall? I think we could do... Okay, so we have plenty of storage space. Which is good and bad at the same time, but that's alright. So we're not going to get our first pull of birch. Unfortunate, but that's okay. I don't need as many builders. I do need more water. Most of this stuff is going to die anyway. So realistically, I'm not getting all bent out of shape about replanting right now. It's just right now it's time for the harvest. Tell me I have this set up. Excedrin migraine, the only thing that's ever worked for me. Headaches suck, light sensitive, and hurts so bad puking. Not fun. Would not recommend, no stars. Yeah, it's not nausea, which is nice. It's not nausea, it's general disorientation and foggy brain. So if I was gonna sit down today, and like today we're gonna learn Timberborn, and we're gonna play a fresh game with fresh mechanics, even though I'm somewhat familiar with how, you know, supply and demand works. These are all economic games, really. Right? It's all how much you supplying, how much you demanding. Oh, you gotta add to that supply, baby. You're not supplying enough. You know, that kind of a thing. So the core concepts I'm familiar with, but if it was like a completely fresh game, we're gonna learn Apex Legends. I'm like, no, we're not. I'm not anti-Apex Legends per se, but like my brain is just like, you ain't learning nothing. You sit down. I'm like, I plan on sitting down. That's how I do my video gaming. My brain would just be like, shut up. I'd be like, yes, sir. I'm so sorry. Yes, sir. Oh, anyway, sorry, yes. I like to ramble. I ramble a lot. My coping mechanism for existing, I guess. Okay, so... these two go away. We still have more trees we can harvest. This kind of feels like a little bit of a sad story if I'm going to lose a bunch of trees for friggin' no reason. No. No thank you. No thank you, sir. I don't want to. We're going to kick it up to a 20-hour shift. Get this built, get some stuff chopped, see if we can move a little bit on this, because once the bad tide happens, I can't touch any of this. And like I said, there's a fair chance much of it's just going to go away. We have 44 planks. That's good. Green Danger Noodle. A 10-stream streak. That's when you do it without pants, but you do wear underwear. That's how that works. Yeah. Streaking no pants. You do wear your underoos, but you don't have to wear your... Oh, you're still harvesting. Right, 20-hour workday. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit different. I'm going to just cancel the workday, have everyone come home, delete the road. Hello? Okay. Stop. Work hours go back to 16, because I do have work that needs to get done. This. Kuna was here. Hold on. 18. Sure, that's pretty adolescent in terms of beaver years, because they can get all the way to like 70 or something, right? What are we up to? 5, 6? 6? BI? Cheeseums. I don't know. I don't know. I have a headache. No! Damn it! That's not... No, what are you doing? No. Go away. Go away. Oh, you're getting supplies. In the end... No, stop. Stop. Go home. Vacation time for all. Okay. 20-hour workdays sound a lot like my employer, at least not 30-hour shifts. Yeah, this game is actually pretty tolerant on how you mess with work shifts. So if the situation is critical, like right now, we're in bad tide. I don't know if how much you've seen this game, Dotolo. I'm sure you have, at least from Hat. And you've been in here a bit. But this is where the access to each island is going to be shut down. That means this whole thing is going to be just empty. A lot of the crops are going to die. So I want to just mass produce as much as I possibly could before badness. Before the badness, madness. Now, it's time to stock up on more storage. I cannot possibly afford that. I don't know why I entertained the thought for a moment. But we're going to do this. We're going to beef. Just get all the lumber. Just all of it before it dies. Yep, already some of it is starting to get dried out. And much of this is just going to fall to corruption. Ooh, we are getting some, though. We're going to do another 20-hour, 22-hour shift. Just get as much as we can, because, like, it's all just going to go... I could use more berries, sure. That's all just going to go as well. We found the rules of madness by doing the 10x club. What's the 10x club? Cost? No. Nope. This is my first try at hard mode at all. So I wanted to give it a go as is. But no, I'm not trying 10x. If 10x you mean like cost of things, I'm not doing that. Those can just pause because those aren't doing any good. You've got nothing to do. Congratulations. All this has died from contamination. We're just going to move on from that. 10x drought? Oh, no. Nope. This is only like my second week playing the game. Second week and a half? Second week something? So we did normal. So 2 normals on .7, a normal on 1.x, and now we're doing a hard on 1.x. Just to get vibes of things. Yep. All these things are dead. It's all just dead. D-E-D, dead. On it up. Whenever that happens again, that can go off. Okay, so we actually did get a fair amount of lumber stashed. And you are correct, there is nothing to do at all. So let's go ahead and get some of the ancillary orders already predefined. Yeah, I think that is set. Good. Set. That's set. That is dry. What we've got right now has got to last us 8 days, which will no problem. No problem. Our resiliency programs have really kicked in and saved our rumpus. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to spend a little bit of time planning out more storage. Because like I said, this is going to be the crux of the conversation, is just so much more storage so we can last these longer bouts. Longer bouts and droughts. Now, I've got two options with the lumber that we have. We could do what we did last time and kind of build in some resiliency so the water sticks around for longer. Or we could double down and just get more food and more housing and everything like that. The food and the housing storage will pay off much faster than us trying to block off areas, I think. I'm going to pause it so I can do a little construction work before I figure out if that's what I really want. This is not going to work. Super not going to work because I don't have the science. Okay, good chat, good chat, good chat. I don't want to waste a ton of money on planks. And I'm not above just adding more housing and stuff, but if there's a creative way we could do this, I'd rather figure that out. What about something like that? I wouldn't really call this creative. I would like to have one more house available. Oh, this headache is kicking me in the teeth. Be fine. It'll be fine. I find that to be fairly satisfactory. Boop, boop. Okay. Maybe a third farm over here and just more farmland. One of the things I'd love to get to is paper, but paper is going to be a bit of a hassle. Not just the production chain, but the research. I don't have the clout. I don't have the clout to get that done. Okay, and that gets paused. I just wanted it built and available, so when we're ready for more housing, I just unpause it. Okay, we have one unwell beaver. I think at most we'll have 3 unwell beavers. 1. Awesome. Last time, I pushed too hard to get too many materials back home. And what happened is very, very many of them got crazy pants sick. We got time. Let's keep the industry flowing. Alright, what is the next thing? Oh, I guess we have the time. We have the time and we have the materials. What this should be is 1, 2, 3 of that. Don't Be a Sick Beaver is like, it has that 1950s educational film style. Or maybe 1970s education. Hey! Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi. How you doing? I'm JohnMegacycle here for the Megacycle Entertainment Health and Safety Bureau. HSB. Abbreviated HSB. Don't be a sick beaver. Alright, that's my time. Catch you later. Da-da-da. It's got the whole, like, reading Rainbow vibe. But you can learn more at your local library. Da-da-da. When we have nothing to do, science is a fine way to spend time. They did. I thought it was about 3 of them on the way back from the east was gonna get a touch of the gross, but that didn't happen. Kender, welcome to the stream. How did the this is gonna sound weird out of context, but here we go. How's the goat? How did that all go? Did that all goat well? I'm a funny pun man. Yes. Or I should have said, how did it goat? Hope it went well. Kind of embarrassed about it, but I think that's pretty funny. You're gonna spell haha? Thank you, Nedved. I really appreciate that. We have 5 baby goats now, so which part? Well, I'm assuming everyone survives. That's good news. Good vibe. Ethan Joe, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well today. I hope everyone is staying hydrated. I hope everyone's taking care of themselves and each other. You gotta take care of yourself first. Right? We're gonna turn this down to 16 again. I would like to start talking about this guy. That'll get us some real boost. Early boost, yeah. 200 lumber's a big expense, though. We'll just have to wait and see. Bernie, welcome to the stream. We're doing well. You said, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I don't remember, because time dilation is a thing. And I'm also dumb. But I think you said, I was working on dinner, but dinner's hard to work on when you got a mother goat giving birth to some goats. I think it was like the crux of the conversation. I was like, yeah, that sounds like that would interrupt any sort of dinner plans. I hope it goes well. I hope the mama goat has more the baby goats. And that was like the end of it. So there wasn't like a... She had two. Aw. Well, I'm delighted to hear that. Yeah, I'm a weird one. I like to... It's either a rhyme or a song or whatever. I'm actually really low energy right now. I got a bit of a headache, so... That was kind of the best I could do. Boy and a girl, Mama Marshmallow's doing well. Aw, that's cute. Are goats cuddly? Like, are they... I'm assuming any animal can be affectionate, but, like, when anyone thinks of, like, a cuddly animal, the go-to's, like, a cat. But, like, I've also known spiders to be cuddly. I had a friend that was really into having pet spiders, and that was their jam. And they had some spiders that were insanely cuddly. Not for me. No, I'm good. I'm fine. Thank you. I'm trying to cut back on my cuddly, 8-legged creature types. But yeah. It's like, it was one of those creatures that's just like, you don't think you could cuddle a spider would like to cuddle you. Lulu is a gem. Lulu is one of those cantankerous old men or whatever that are set in their ways. It seems like we only saw a moment on stream, but that was kind of the vibe. Like very much adorable, but just like, this all used to be forest. Oh, all right, Lulu, keep it down over there. I had a cat like that, Jax, very cantankerous old man. Back in my day, you had to tune your TV to the right frequency, and that's how you preset the channel. All right, Jax, you take it down a notch. Our new boys, Buddy and Pie, are super cuddly. That's awesome. Love to rib Frog about being literally every Timberborn stream, but then so am I. Marshmallow's a bit of a butt, but my favorite because she's my first goat delivery. Aww. You think I don't look for you? Aw. High drama and infighting in a Timberborn stream. Status check. This drought was, or this bad tide was what? 8 days? I'm not paying attention. We have 400 food. Awesome. We have 114 water. Awesome. We will need to double down on more water storage. So this can go away. Let's get prepped for that. Can someone come and get all this? I like to clean up the waste before I do anything else. Because what I've seen is stuff just wait for too long. It doesn't deteriorate to nothing. I get real nervous about wasted materials for no reason. Not the me doing it for no reason, but like the stuff being wasted for no reason. I need logs to build this new thing. Cool, there's a bunch of logs already on the floor. You just have to put them in a different configuration like Legos. But they're already there. No, I gotta get it fresh from the warehouse. Why? No, you don't. Shut up. Just use the stuff that's there. There we go. Marshmallow's born in 2020, and that's how long I've been a midwife to goats. Aww. Out of curiosity, not to be too gross or anything, but I'm a curious creature by nature. Is a delivery kind of something that's just handled and give them space? You did say midwife, so I kind of assume you need to help out at least a little bit? Or is it just, yep, it's kind of automatic. Just, get like a box fan in the room or something? Keep the temperature all right? Put on some heavy metal or something? Yeah, works out. Doggo stupid unconditional love versus cat stupid conditional complex love. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, agreed. Alright, there was a mod I was looking at in the workshop that was really interesting. Just keep an eye on it in case it goes bad. That was terrible, but I love it. Terrible, but I love it. Oh, actually, yeah. So I'm turning all this on, but nothing's going to happen because there's no path. We're going to wait for 1 day for it to flush out. And then I need all hands on deck. They really have single babies that can cause issues. Sometimes babies need to be dried off or suctioned. That makes sense. Most of the time they can handle it on their own. Makes sense. Usually really love how there's been a larger community developing around this game here on Twitch that transcends channels. Last time I experienced this back in 2020. A lot of people were screaming Cities Skylines 1. Yeah. That's very fair. Very fair. Okay, I think most of this has dissipated. I think we can get back to work. That'll readjust down to 6. That sounds about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not doing any construction. So there's 7. So that should be 0, 0. Okay. Now is when I'm going to kick on longer work shifts again. Dragon Green, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Delightful stream yesterday. I was it the day before? Man, I really cannot brains right now. I apologize to everybody. Yeah, really cool stream. Really chill Timberborn stream. Had a delightful time just vibing as I was doing other stuff. Yeah, very cool. They really have single... Okay, year before last, Marshmallow needed assistance as two of the triplets tried to come at the same time. Oh, boy. Paradox is a weird conversation to have. I personally really enjoyed Stellaris at a time. I really did enjoy Stellaris, but yeah, like and the DLCs don't particularly bother me. What does bother me is when something happens and it drastically changes a fundamental part of the game. I've relearned Stellaris at least 4 times from beginning to end. Like, oh, they had a new governmental system. All right, let's see what this is about. Oh, your scientists also can be members of government. Fine. No big objection there. And then it's like, oh, they changed how districts work. And I'm like, well, what happened to the grid? Weren't we happy with the planetary grid? I thought that was cool. No, because that makes the AI's brain hurt. Okay, fine. And then just like one thing after another, and it's like, yeah, I refused. I'm not learning Hoi 4. I'm not learning EU 4. I'm not learning Stellaris again until they say it's bug fixes from here on in. We're not touching any of it. Awful. And this pair, one of the twins need to be suctioned due to the meconium. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I'm not familiar with that alloy. Is that the neighbor to tungsten? What is that? Lead and silver alloy? I just got done playing a bunch of Minecraft too, so everything's all alloys. Brother, it's alloys all the way down. What do you got there? Glass of milk. What's that an alloy of? Water and different water. I don't know how to answer that question. Okay, so our water reserves will get full easily before the next drought. I'm hoping we can at least get 1 carrot harvest. I paused it because there's no point in having the farmers here. There's no reason for any of that. If the workers can't work, no point, right? We do have 6 available. We're going to do this. Drought is fine. Drought is fine. Yeah. I can still get a lot of work done on a drought. Sounds good, Dragon Green. Thank you very much. Hope you have a delightful rest of your day. And if you stream later, let me know if you do, because we could do a shout out and folks can check you out. Oh. I think that's how I've been doing it. Is like if folks are like, yeah, I'm gonna stream later, I'll be like, yep, I will. I'll shout you out, no problem. Okay. I think I really liked my old strategy of blocking off a lot of the water pass, but it was so wood expensive. I think our next play is to come over here and colonize this up a bunch and get some. I don't think oak. I think oak was a really genuinely bad play on that. But I also don't have a ton of workers available right now to overextend. I can probably afford the same amount of tractive effort I did before. If you're seeing from yesterday, yeah, we had colony death yesterday. So then I kept the stream going, and I'm like, I'm gonna play until I win. I'm not one of those guys that it's like, oh, then your map is bad, and your face is bad, and your choice of pants is questionable, brah, 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 brah. It's cool. It was actually a bunch of things. 1, not used to hard mode. 2, different map. 3, not used to hard mode. I'm mentioning it twice because it's super important. Super important. We're just going to do something like this because the water doesn't really reach up and around here anyway. But that was actually the end of the whole sentence. I just want to say but. CS1 mods made the game the issue. Yeah. Yep, I follow all that. I was going to get into City Skylines, but it was the same philosophy. Wait till City Skylines 2 comes out, and then I'll take it a gander. And then City Skylines 2 looked very disappointing. And so I just really haven't touched the game at all. I would like 3 there. Beavers like that hardwood on hard mode. Yeah. Yeah, that was something that Poil came up with before. They were like, why don't you call it like redwood? Call it redwood difficulty. And I'm like, yeah, I could. I don't think anyone's going to get it, though. So what I did with today's stream is I named it after a very niche fighting game for the Super Nintendo, which was called Are You Tough Enough? And it was spelled like T-U-F-F-N... No, T-U-F-F-E-N-U-F-F, and I'm like, what the heck is a Toofanoof? What in the world is a Toofanoof? And I just, as a kid, I did not understand what they were going for. And it's like, a good friend of mine broke it down. He's like, are you tough enough? Tough enough. And I'm like, oh, bananas. Like, now it's time to try Cities CS1 precisely because the second one was subpar. I guess that's also my stance, though, is I don't want the parent company, I don't want the main company to double back and be like, well, now we're going to put in a bunch of changes. All this stuff you asked for in CS2 is now in CS1. Har, har, har. I kind of want them to come out with CS3, so they stop touching everything. That's maybe where I'm at. But yeah, you're right. Fluff or hard fur tough. Wait, what? Hard, T-O-U-G-H, tough. Was what the title of the game was, but... And then I realized, like, beavers have fur, right? We could do tuft of fur. That would also make sense. That turns on this. That can be like that. This can be like this. Then I want that back on. I know, I'm freaking out a lot of people's jobs here. Turning stuff off, turning stuff on. Again, drought we can deal with. That goes away. You actually stay on, my friend, because you got work to do. That. 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 Like the fish thing. Ooh, I'm curious about the fish thing. And just like that, we're out of workers. And we're soon to be out of food. That's the main reason why I did not really want to add another set of housing, which I didn't. Like I'm saying, that's why I was like, we're going to build this housing just in case to be ready. But realistically, we're not ready for it. We do have plenty of lumber now, though, so we could start working on some of those ancillary projects. Yeah, I need to block off some of the passings. This and this needs to get blocked. Easy. We got an ad break in 14 seconds, folks. Really good opportunity to get yourself some fresh coffee, tea, juice, water, whatever you're into. We have a 9-day drought. Excellent. We'll be able to get a birch harvest in. I don't need all of you running. Because that's going to feed that farm. That's going to start working on that. Cool. It's all done. That's all done. Okay, I have 185 lumber. Tuft, a small cluster of long flexible outgrowths as of hairs, feathers, blades of grass. They're attached close together. Yes. Yep, that much I follow. Yeah. Tuft. So I should rename it Tuft Enough, but I don't think anyone's gonna... I don't think anyone got the reference from the video game, but there we go. Being tuft enough. Rico the cat, welcome. Hope you are doing well today. We actually amassed a fair amount of science. Science! I want this, but I don't have metal. That's going to be a while. Hit me up with the floodgate, yo. So let's see here. Damn. Floodgate. Something like that. And something like that's going to give us a lot more resilience. The floodgate is there, so I could always flood it out. Oh, we learned our lesson last time. I actually need 2 floodgates. The flow is too slow. How much is a floodgate in difference? Not too much more expensive, but I need 2 floodgates. I'm overweight, my cholesterol level is high, I need to diet. What's been helping me with my cholesterol and everything has been walking. I know that sounds crazy, but in the morning, I get up, I stretch because I have to, and I then go for a walk because I want to. That's really helped. I haven't lost weight, but I have slimmed. I've slimmed a little bit on my tummy. Slimmed a little tummy bongos. I slimmed a little bit on my tummy. It's yeah, it's been a big help. Do I have a spare? I do have a spare. Yeah, if we can get that built out, that'd be great. Henry, welcome to the stream. I hope you're feeling well, and I hope you're doing great. Welcome to the stream. Hey, are you feeling a bit better today, friend? I know you said you weren't really feeling great the last few days. I wake up to go to work at 5 a.m. Oh, never mind. When I wake up and do all my stuff, it's 6 a.m., but my deadline is to be in my chair to stream at 8 a.m., so... Yep, that's nasty. I don't need you 3, thanks. Hey, if you could find me a job, I'll job instead of stream. But I cannot find a job to save my life. It is crazy. Hey, John, doing fine. 30 minutes of work left. Excellent. That is excellent to hear. I'm glad you're feeling better. That's excellent news. Our Haulers Guild. 4? Do that for now. Yep. Get all the carrots out as quickly as we can. And now, yeah, if we can get a little bit of paper... Boom. I'm breaking things and they pay me for doing that. Goaty spell fish. I don't think I understand what that means. I'm sorry, Kinder. Seven stream streak. Whoop whoop. Everybody's showing up today. Awesome. Thank you all for the support as always. Take the GH from enough. Eno? Inu? Good morning, Katiana. Enotion? I'll have to take your word on that. Sorry. I think I've gotten lost in the phonetics. Keeping up with the streaks is gonna get me in trouble one of these days. Is it? Is the Twitch police gonna kick out of the door? Hey, no more following that guy. Your stream streak is too dang powerful. I could see it. I've heard of weirder things. Ooh, are we actually planting over there now? Yep, we're finishing off the harvest. Frickin' awesome. Oh, I missed the point by a bajillion miles. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I said I did. Yeah. Yeah. Lost in the phonetics. Lost in the phonetics. Goatee, pronounced faux-tea, which means fish. Right. Yeah. I mean... No, I love... Nedved, I love Polish. The Polish language. I've already made that clear, because you guys give all the consonants like little hats and stuff and a tie. The letter L has a tie. They're so cute. Everything's so cute there. No, just Nedved saying, I have a language for you. Nedved is from Poland. And I've said before, like, I personally do enjoy the lettering in the Polish language. Because the E's have little hats, the L's have little neckties. It's a very formal language. It's very proper. The drought is 5 more days. We'll be fine. We're still growing carrots. What are we missing here? Nothing. Oh, construction crew. Yeah, we're missing construction crew. That's almost done. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and clear this out. Not that. Yep. No language is real. It sounds like another fun conversation where someone's like, you can't just make up words. And it's like, dude, all words are made up. Yeah, unfortunately, this is kind of just a wait and chill out situation. But we are going to get us some nice birch harvest, which is better than nothing. Oh, English is very, very weird. Good day, Crank. We had this chat a couple of sessions ago or whatever, that things can be syntactically true and correct, but not linguistically correct. Yeah, we've had that whole chat, for sure. Dead Soul, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying hydrated and healthy and everything. Got some more workers. This is about to get ready. You guys are nowhere near, right? Yeah, so it's just going to be those 3 workers, which is fine. We have enough haulers. Okay. 500. 500 foodstuffs, that's good. Now, how much do I need for this whole thing? Because this is also going to be a bit of a struggle bubble. 1, 2, 3. We could do levies, but levies are... I guess levies are cheaper. We already have the floodgates. Let's do that instead, maybe. I guess I put the dams on because that was going to be a little more automatic. Yeah, and I don't want stuff flowing over the base, which can happen. Over here, I don't think I super care. Let's do levies. Levies are cheaper. Somehow? Let's do that. Levy, levy, levy. And I should be able to afford at least the levies. Hello, beaverlings. Yes. Like, I think it's possible to have 5 heads in a row for it to be... Yeah. And then double and triple negatives and everything like that. Yeah. Yeah, English is a weird one to pick up on the side. I found, like, Spanish and German and French to be a lot easier to, like, understand from a functional level. But when you're trying to teach English, you're trying to be like, what does this word mean? It means this. So, like this, kind of. But it's used in this context, not that context. That's messed up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not messed up. Yeah, it's an absolute dumpster, but this is what we got. This is what we got going on here. We weren't gonna win prizes for most adaptable or most acceptable language. It's like the A-team walked into a room with a bunch of letters and... Hold on, we can make a language out of this. Building unstaffed, what? That's a problem for right now. There we go. I forgot I still had a lab going. So the only real danger we're going to have, once this is built out, is going to be bad tides. Droughts are going to be less of a problem. I can box in a lot of extra water for longer. As long as this stays fresh for longer, not really a problem. 2, there, yeah. What? Oh, there's another one I was just thinking of. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Hello can be said as an insult based on regional accent. Say way you say it in English and special. Yeah, that's the same thing in a lot of other languages too. When I was in fast food, I worked with some people from Vietnam, and we became really great friends. And it was like the whole, hey, teach me something, and I was helping them with some of their English, and they were teaching me some of their local dialect. And when trying to learn, I was like, how do you say, like, a pleasant greeting? And they're like, you say it like this. And I said it like that, I thought. And someone who I was not talking to was very offended. I'm like, what did I say? And they're like, that's not okay, what you just said. I'm like, well, I didn't know. They're like, yeah, the way in which you do a flexion is really important. I'm like, oh, I did not know that. Because at the time, the only two modes I really had for speaking was, like, you know, normal and sarcastic teenager. I didn't have... What is this? Flow? I ain't got none of that. Alright, next step. 2 main options. The water comes down here as one path and cascades down and out. And another path comes from up here... down, down, and out. So this was, I was trying to box this in as much as possible. I'm from the bless his heart area of English. Which is either they're trying their best or God, they're an idiot. Depending on the inflection there. Oh, boy. Now, sluices would make this a cakewalk, but we don't have metal right now. Where's our nearest metal reserve? Okay, nearest was clearly a misnomer. Where's... Okay, it's over there. Oh, that's a hike. I need zip lines, but for zip lines I need metal. For metal, I need zip lines. Yeah, this is non-plus. I really need to learn Spanish. No major reason outside when I have a second language. I know enough functional Spanish to get by. It's the conversational Spanish that throws me off. So I'm... Yo soy necesito. But, you know, like, we've already chatted about this in a different stream. It's like, you're saying, like, from a normal speaker, 800. You've already defined that you're talking about yourself because necesito is already qualified as self, right? I. But when you do it, that yo, when you keep throwing yo to make sure, that's how you speak in English. I want a soda. I drink water. I'm letting you know the subject immediately by saying I first. But you don't have to do that because necesito, comer, beber, whatever, como, bebo already has that defined. That's what throws me off. So, functional Spanish, sure. Conversational Spanish, no. I can't do it. Bless my heart, I can't get it done. I did well in Spanish in high school, but not having anyone to talk to, I lost most of it, yeah. Mama Noodle once said to my niece, bless your pea-picking heart, and they cried because they didn't have a pea-picking... Oh, boy. At least you have to do multi-districts thing anymore in this game. Yes! That's dope. I don't know how I'd handle it. That sounds like... It sounds like really functionally cool on paper. But it sounds like a big waste of logistics. Okay, so I don't think I need to... I will need to block this off, maybe. I didn't want to make any decisions until I saw the river flow. But blocking off here is going to be really important and expensive. And then blocking off here for it to seep down. So as it stands... Be height 8.5. We've already captured a lot of clean water. I also wanted to observe if any of the bad water makes it down. It looks like it does a little bit. Nope, that's being successfully pushed out. So I don't really have to do any filtration. As long as we can bank away a reserve. Now, this is going to be a really expensive push, like I said. Excuse me. The only thing I still don't really have an answer for is bad water. Because bad tides will happen. So I was hoping block this, block this. This can kind of be left alone for a little bit because this is an outlet. It's the inlets I want to be able to completely shut down. Killing of a whole half of the map because you forgot to set up food or old age kills the beavers you got doing supply. Yeah. Yep. I will say this, given credit, I like the way how they handled it. I think this is a fair way to handle it. You can say this makes metal, this imports, this makes maple buns, this imports, or like whatever. I kind of like the way it's handled. I'm not going to handle it. Like I'm not going to do anything about it. But yeah, I think that's a fine way to handle it if you're going to implement multiple districts. I think that's a fine way to do it. But yeah, I'm not gonna... Nah, brah. We do need water. That needs to stay active. This is pretty much gonna chippity-chop all that. There's nothing to plant. There's nothing to plant. There's nothing to plant. Gonna have that. We are missing 2 jobs. We have 3 kits. Dang it. I'm not building anything right now. We'll take the hit for a second. I really want more kits, but I don't want the extra food pressure right now because we're working on other pie-in-the-sky projects. You're done, you're done. There's the other 2. That was easy. Hydrate and stretch. Thank you. I'm going to pause. I'm going to finish my coffee. Also going to finish reading out the rest of the chat. Lost most of my French, German, Spanish. Yep. English dialect in Spanish is always funny to me. Yes. Yep. And also, if you learned how to speak a certain way beforehand, a Midwestern Spanish speaker is always quite fun. Because, gosh, there was a friend in middle school, high school. Spanish family, spoke Spanish as primary language, but spoke English flawlessly. But would sometimes intermingle Midwestern, not euphemisms, but like sayings and phrases into Spanish. Just throw a hey there once in a while and just like, what the hell is this language? Is that Spanish? That's really good Spanish. Like, I didn't know. Like, no, that's... it's local dialect. Oh, cool. All right. All right. That coffee's going to have to put in some extra work today. Keep saying that, but today is very, very true. That headache is not going away. It's not so bad that I'm not going to play, but it is not friendly. It is not user-friendly. All right. So if I want a total blockage, what does that look like? If I block it off here, I need it to go somewhere else. So block, block, unblock, I guess. Or no, that's actually funneling it back into here. The problem is all these projects are going to cost me at least 500 lumber I don't have. Already still down. That needs to come online. Yeah, common here in Germany. Southern Spanish is hilarious. English and ASL. I tried to learn ASL a little bit, but it was the same thing. I don't have anyone to do American Sign Language with. So now it just looks like I'm charging up my Spirit Bomb in Dragon Ball Z. Kamehameha. Trying to talk to somebody else. I'm trying to ask where the bathroom is, man. It's not working. We're gonna leave that there. Man, I do need a few more workers. Headache-making, hostile work environment. You often hear second or third generation Turkish immigrants speak Turkish and then throw in random German or phrases. Yeah. Yeah, because there's other languages that do a better, more, I guess, eloquent job of... Ooh! Wood is ready. Of certain things, yeah? I need to borrow 4 workers. Where can I borrow 4 workers? Frickin' nowhere. I made my fellow signers. Aw. Do I take... Well, wait. Man, I'm stuck between 3 projects. Food, water, and... wood. What's the work shift? Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to 20s. My mother's only language is German until she went to 1st grade where she learned English. She spoke German fluently all her life. Yeah, that's awesome. Drought is fine. Drought is absolutely fine. Bad tide is not. We're in a delicate spot right now. We need to recharge. I want these farms to be run in full boat. Just absolutely annihilate the carrots. I think 3 sets was necessary. We're gonna do this instead. We're gonna shift just a little bit. Wait till we have more logs. Stuff. Yeah, this was a pro move. Last time we absolutely ran out because I invested in oak, and I'm like, that can just be over there. That can just sit and cook like a delicious pot roast. That could just sit over there, and then it just never came to fruition. Bad tide came in and just was whoosh. Dated a guy in high school who spoke English with a southern US accent and German with a central German accent. My goodness. I'm sure that was silly for a long time. Alright, what's going on here? Dies in 3 days. Okay. What I'm gonna say is... stop planting... that. If it's unreliable, I don't want to plant something and it dying off. Yeah, because we blocked all this stuff off. How did that get there? Oh, I know what happened. Boop. Yeah, the oak didn't stick around long enough, and it didn't have enough time to grow. I would say that in the 30 or 28 days or whatever you need it to grow, it would have taken me like 58 days, 60 days easy. Like, it would have just taken so long, and I could have gotten 2 clean harvests out of it. I want to understand this a little bit better. I got distracted with my own dumb brain. Block this. Block this. Based on the flow of the river, that's going to push bad water that way. It can't push it this way because I'm blocking it off too early. The problem is we're going to have flow issues. This is just going to bulldoze right over this. I'm going to have the same problem. So those efforts aren't going to pay off. Trying to think of what we do 3 steps ahead. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let's just do some quick mental math here. And let's say 20. 24. Yeah, that's actually what I've got here. Because it's going to be so hit miss. Yeah, I've got that going on there for birch. Yeah, it's a good call. 30. Okay, this is going to be 50, 60... 60 levies for this to do what I want to do. 6 times 600. Yeah, we're talking about 700 wood I don't have. Okay. The problem with a project like this is I think this is going to be all or nothing. If I block this off and this off, this is still a problem. No love. If I knock this out to relieve some pressure, this is I could pretty much still ignore this, like I'm saying. It's just the bad water I don't know what to do with. I don't have sluice tech, and I don't have metal for sluice. Okay. Let's just kind of chill for a little bit, I think. As much as I'd really like to get on more production, I don't really have the people power anyway. Maybe we go for a smaller batch. What if I wall it off here? Oh gosh, then I have to levy it over here, and ugh. Kind of whack in its own right. Okay. Well, let's just start stockpiling. There we go. I don't think I know that tune. You'd have to hum a few bars and then I could fake it at least. I don't think I know that. I don't think I know that tune specifically. If that's still looking good, that can come back on. Actually, you can't plant anything else anyway. Never mind. Dotalo, can you hit me with a link? Either DM or whatever so I could enjoy it at a later time. Let's do some of this while we have the water anyway. I do need a builder's guild straight up pretty soon. We can do that. Actually, one thing. Is it rolling, rolling, rolling down a river? Is it that one? Then maybe I do know that one. What is our first well-being break? It's 5 and then it's 10. I think what might be more fortuitous is spending our lumber to get the harvest totem, farmer's monument. Something like that. Something right here. Song is Proud Mary. I'll look it up. Oh, CCR. Okay. And that's all we get to do. Otherwise, copyright. Okay, I will listen to it. I'm sure, like, I'll listen to it for, like, 12 seconds and be like, oh, yeah, now I got it. Alright, so this will be our first test with everything that we've blocked off. That should be... Yep. I think the dam height is 0.65. So it doesn't super matter for it to be raised much higher than the dam anyway. It's not going to save anything. Let's see how all the water isn't just evaporating out of the lake, out of the area. Yep. Okay. Yep. Right here is our problem. For more containment. But this is staying green for longer, so that's neat. Alright. I do want to wait for the science. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I don't need all these cutters. 3, 4, 5. Where does that sit us at? 5? Okay. We've maxed out our water. That's the best I can do about that. I don't need as many farmers. Maybe I do. We'll just leave it be. Delicate balance between kits and available housing right now. Seven, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, lurk time while I dream, so we will leave you with this. Hey, thanks, friend. Hope you get some good rest. And I hope you have a delightful rest of your day. Oh, here I was about to sing you like a lullaby or something to get you to the good dream times, but alright, yeah, okay, well. Once you are live, I'll do a shout out so folks can find you as well, of course. Get Green Danger Noodle up there. There we go. Once you're live, we'll get that going on. Yeah. Green Danger Noodle has been playing Blood Bowl 3, which is an interesting game. And also Timberborn, of course. I've learned a lot from them already. Would recommend check them out. And like I said, when they go live, we'll do them a shout out so you can follow them and check them out and see what they're about and everything. Getting activated like a sleeper agent, yep. Yep. I don't think there's anything I should be doing right now. The birch trees aren't ready. That's not ready. Is everything here still going? Oh, yeah. Did we get a full harvest out of this? I think we did. So however many tree saplings we've planted times 2, that's already that much extra lumber we've gotten. Send in the sleeper clowns. That used to be my catchphrase for a really, really long time. Send in the clowns! Send in the clowns is definitely my RTS strategy when it's like, I could just afford a swarm of little guys. I can't afford the mammoth tank, but I can afford a swarm of little guys. Send in the clowns! Okay. So, that needs to get built. That needs priority. We should get to potato planting probably soon. Probably. Actually, when we get more people, this 5-day drought would be perfect for another big boatload of carrots. That would actually be pretty cool. I want to get to about the 2,000 wood, or 2,000 food anyway before I really dive into that. Mammoth tanks are pretty wholesale useless. Their lack of baseline agility, turret speed, everything makes them susceptible to dang near everything. But it's still my favorite unit. Especially the Mammoth Tank Mark III? With railguns? Oh, awesome. Again, pretty useless unit. Can get outclassed fairly easily by recon bikes, most artillery, because I think artillery is faster than the Mammoth Tank. That's just one of those fun lol units, really. Okay, that's looking really good. Did you actually build one out here? No! Well, that was a waste of space, and resources, and time, and tools, and materials, but whatever. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, very good at base defense. The regen was also cool. I really did not care for the Mammoth Tank Mark II when they made it a walker. Like an ATST or whatever. Are the big four-legged ones the AT-ATs or the ATSTs? I always get that confused. The four-legged Mamma Jammas. Like, cool thing, yeah, but super slow. The railgun was really dope, though. hit like 5 structures at once. That was really cool, but aside from that, making it a legendary unit, it's not for me. AT-AT. Alright, fair enough. Welcome, Cobalt. Hope you're doing well today. You're doing well, and I hope you're doing swell, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing swell. More lumber. That built out. ATST is the two-legged chicken walker. I guess if I knew what the acronym AT-AT and ATST stood for, if there was an acronym, I might be able to remember better. But no matter what, in any conversation, I would say four-legged or two-legged. Puppy or chicken. What is it? Cow and chicken. That's how I remember it. Cow. I actually liked Command and Conquer 3. I thought it made it more tournament worthy, like it picked up the pace a little bit. I think I've got more positive things to say about 3 than I do negative things, but I definitely did not like 4. Good day, friend called 5. 4 was a travesty. 4 was an absolute... Hey, you know that core mechanic that's been the talking device throughout the entire universe? What, Tiberium? Yeah, what if we made it, like, not a real thing? Alright, Green Danger Noodle is live. There we go. And they are also going to be playing Timberborn today, so be sure to check them out. I think they're a top shelf bloke. I don't know what the kids say nowadays. Top shelf fella. That's it. I don't know why 8 is cursed. I don't know why. It's not cursed. It's just like maybe not my go-to. How about that? It's not cursed outright. It's just not my favorite piece of cinema. Yeah, we died last night. We got like an hour and a half in, and we had total colony collapse. So now, yeah, same map, new run. Because I would like to beat the game on hard. They'd say he's goated for real, no cap on God. This is maybe again where I need help from the younger folk to help me understand what any of these words mean. I did understand the for real. But everything else was mystery. Alright, now... Where do we honestly get metal? Is that literally it? Oh. We're gonna have to go a distance. I think Bernie's suffering from the 6-7 brain rot bug. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. I did mention that, like, pop culture and pop stuff was definitely something not in my wheelhouse, right? Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge peak. Yeah, Yuri Prime was certainly something fun. And then getting a cloning vat and cloning Yuri Prime. Oof. And as ineffective as the French Grand Cannon was, it was always my favorite. I played French whenever I could. That was always fun. And it was ineffective because of how long it took to turn to aim anyway? Ugh. Cool. But if you had a quick attack, chuck in some infantry. Have them bite it first. And then get in there. This is going actually really well. We might have enough lumber to start the next project. It's fixed the balance issue with allies not having AA infantry. Did they not have Did they not have bazooka soldiers or whatever? Isn't that the standard Red Alert fare? Everyone has bazooka soldiers, or you need a radar tower first? Kirov reporting. Yeah. All the good one-liners. Okay, water has returned. Huh. I guess I never thought about that. Speaking of Red Alert, has anyone... I'm sure everyone's familiar with OpenRA, right? I'm gonna paste it in chat just in case. Original Command & Conquer, Dune 2000, and original Red Alert rebuilt to be run on current systems. Very, very cool. Yeah. Multiplayer, everything all included. Yeah. It goes the same thing with most of the open source games. You don't get the music or the cutscenes or whatever. It'll ask you when you install the game. It's like, hey, do you have the original discs? And then we can just use the media from the original disc. You just say nope. And you just don't get any of the cutscenes. Which, of course, I think we can all say with confidence the original best Russian premier was Tim Curry, right? I think that's a fair statement. I don't think anyone's going to fight me on that. Tim Curry's a gem. An absolute gem. Gosh, I love that guy so much. Such a sweetie. I don't have 2 more workers I can steal, do I? Ah. Alright, we're gonna I want to unpause this house. He was Red Alert 3, yeah. I'm just saying, like, in general, of all the Soviet premiers. What is your problem? Chip tooth. Which I don't have medical. I just realized. We've been kind of coasting long enough without getting any real medical in. It's only 5 logs. Let's do 2 there. And 1 there. I still have to free up 2 workers. The thing they wanted you to use as anti-AI was the jetpack troopers. Yeah. Yeah, that's valid. I was gonna say something else real funny, and I can't remember what I was gonna say. Red Alert 3 was really interesting in the fact that I think they were really trying to... I would say Red Alert 2 was an overall better game. I would agree with that. I liked how ambitious Red Alert 3 was, because it was like, there's no real such thing as a navy kind of anymore. There's more amphibious units. There is a navy per se, but like the MCV's amphibious, you could deploy anywhere. I thought that was really cool. The thing that really sucked about Red Alert 3 was units with multiple abilities. Because what it forces a human player to do is make mono armies. Because if you hit F, that's a secondary ability. If you have a ton of units with secondary abilities, that kind of stinks. Because what you have is, like I say, you got... you either have separate control groups, so F means something, and you're only talking to a single group, or you have armies that are just one type, generally. It wasn't worth the micromanagement to do all that. In my opinion, anyway. So what Red Alert 3 turned into is people just doing sentry bombers or whatever. Just mono units. You're so cute when you swim. Aw, look at them. Their quadriceps have to be gigantic. And of course, I can't talk about Curry without... let's see here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yes! Alright. And this is the best, because you can see him losing his mind halfway through the line. The one place not ruined by capitalism. Spice. So good. It's so good. Okay, if this can get top priority, that'd be great. Yeah, like I said, my favorite part of the line is you can see him losing his mind halfway through the line. Hold. 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 Now. Kind of a thing. John's Jam, bringing the Westwood, and we got a good time. Yeah. Yeah. I could talk about RTS games. The Command and Conquer games are definitely the warmest place in my heart, but they're not my favorite. I think I've played other RTS games that have captured my imagination a little bit better, or a little differently, I should say. And I'm not going to say StarCraft or Warcraft, even though StarCraft 2 was really, really good. It was very well done. But I do prefer Westwood games over that. I don't like having a supply limit. I think from a fundamental perspective, supply limit makes sense. But then I played Warcraft 3, and a supply limit also affects your gold income. I was like, this now feels like weird accounting. That's what this feels like. This doesn't feel like an RTS. I want to build units. I want to smash someone's base in. Oh, like live? Could. I don't really have any qualms about that. Could. Now we work on phase 2. We blocked up the exit routes. Now we have to block the in routes. So what this is going to be most likely, since I don't really want to afford metal, is this is going to be lined up with levees, wall it up, and then the gates. So we're going to need some double or maybe triple floodgates. Let's start with doubles. We got the science. We could burn a little science. And that's going to be like here. We'll set up like 3 of them. Or 4. Like whatever. And then double levy. And that's how we'll do it. We'll have to do this just real manually at first. But like I said, we have to prevent future spillage. And this is going to be a right mess if we don't. So let's start with something like that. And we don't need to fill in corners. If I raise this up by 1, I can save a little more space. Let's do that. We gotta be all efficiency on the researches. There are some missions, now that I think about it. Company Heroes, I think, it had the best max, but it had major shortfalls in map size, unit ops. Yeah, I started recording Company of Heroes, the original one, and I got to mission 3, and I'm like, you know what, this isn't giving me the good vibes. I didn't know really how to explain it at the time. But someone was like, you love RTSs, you gotta try Company Heroes. And I gave it a try. I'm like, huh? Yeah, mechanics, yeah. I was gonna say mechanisms, but that could have also been correct. Does this save the most amount of wood? No, if I brought it back 1 more square, I could save 2 more pieces, but then I'd need a path. I'm fine with this. This is fine. So, this can still be spill off. That's fine. I actually need to destroy that anyway. Eventually. So there's that. Start with that. Oh, we got so much lumber. It's a drought, so that's actually perfect. We're full on water again. Awesome. What does the next tier of water look like? Gears, which I super don't have. The missions that I cared for the absolute least in Command & Conquer were the... You have 1 unit. You have 1 unit. Good luck. John just hit the like button. Awesome. Also, I'd like to talk about Dragon Green 900. Also playing Timberborn. Also a good time. Be sure to check them out as well. I'm going to pop them open. Make sure we do as much of the sharing as we can. Green. Dragon Green 6900. Awesome. And we've got them up as whale. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Rockin'. Okay, I'm feeling very optimistic about this drought, which is not a sentence I thought I was going to throw at anybody today, but here we are. Once this gets built, okay, I want a builder's guild. I want to pause the pumps, and we're going to go ham. I also want to set up a farm and store more stuff. There's so much I want to do. I don't have the time. Where? Let's see here. Can we get in... I I don't think easily. But what if I said I wanted this? And this. I need the double. I need the double, which I don't have. Yeah, we got the science. We got the science. I don't think I like this. We'll nuke out some science. I don't feel like wasting that much plank for not a lot of benefit. If I remove this, we could raise it up in single plank for 3 more storages. Yeah, let's do that instead, maybe. Hi. That. There's so many trees available. Holy buckets. Alright. I guess we're gonna poo-poo the farm idea for now. But what I do want is that Builders Guild, Builders Hut, Builders Union, whatever I keep calling it. This is top priority, please. Then we're gonna remove all the energy from the pumps, and we're just gonna do lift and shift and just knock out as much stuff as we can. Yeah, I really need gears someday soon. Awesome. Okay. We also have 1,000. So I want this. This is for me. This is a fun for me project thing. I want this to be there because we're probably gonna move more housing to the right. You can stay off for now. We're still missing 2 workers. Fantastic. Fantabulous. Okay. This is all going to require an amount of rearranging. Okay, there's the drought. It is a 10-day drought, which is more than enough, just mathing it out, for 2 loads of carrots. If we really are desperate, we can 2 loads of carrots the whole thing. Now, I just want to watch this. See how long it's taking for it to become dead zone? Dude, every second we get fresh water, just sit here stagnant. This is great. Still no worries. We're still pumping water. I want to stop pumping water, though. That going on. That going on. Okay, and now... No, don't pause the tree, ding-dong. What's pausing the tree gonna do, huh? Nothing? Good chat. Don't forget the birch. Yeah, the birch. It is coming up Sarmara. Let me just double check and make sure I don't have anything superfluous running. That's paused on purpose. I'm going to unpause it now. But someone is thirsty. There's so much thirst to be had, my guy. Get in that thirst. You got a thirst. T-H-A-R-S-T. Thirst. Okay. We're still growing veggies. We're actually at a point where I'm confident that can get paused straight out. That's 3 more workers. That's maxed. That's maxed. Plant and harvest. Okay. All the harvest, lads. All the harvest. We should have enough water for the whole thing. Oh no, threatening to be paused might make it petrified. That reminds me of the goats, right? Wow, what were they called? It's a kind... Fainting? Fainting goats. Fainting goats, that's it. In a pack, I don't remember how it works, but like there's a genetic thing that when shocked, they just seize up. And the whole idea is whatever wolves or attacking animals will get that one goat that froze up. But the rest of the pack can go on. I don't know if they're called packs. Keg? Is it a keg of goats? I don't know what it's called. An ice cream of goats. A terraform of goats is what it's called. I have no idea. A herd. Okay, I could deal with it. Herd. What, you heard? Herd of goats. A terraform of goats? Sure. Sure. What? Yeah. Well, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't it be called that? Let's also plan ahead a little bit. I don't want this to get replanted. I want that to get cut, and then we're going to add more water there. Always have to add more water. Food is still standing strong, and the fields are getting full. So that's excellent. Finish him. Finish him. Yeah, we still have some really nice green patches. Okay, so then that's all dried out. Okay. Like crows, they could be a murder. Yeah, I would believe a murder of goats, for sure. Alright, let's talk about the next phase, yeah? This is going to be a little more annoying, but it'll be fine. So we're going to do something like that, and something like that. Double floodgates. We're going to go something like 5. The water mostly comes from here and here, so I'm pretty alright with this. I think once we get this done, much of our problems are going to be not problems. Many of our problems are going to be not problems. Now, how are you going to get up there? Great question, I asked myself. I don't know. It's just like this, yeah? Alright, that's fine. And let's path it up. Could just get up top here. Oh, you can't really walk over that. Herd is correct. Okay. Excellent. Learned something new today. There's that. So this is going to be... Actually, I think I want a little more... floodgate action. Not too much more expensive, actually. It is more expensive, but not by too much. Learning every day, say less. Yeah. I learned that phrase recently, which did not mean what I thought it meant. Usually when you say to someone, say less, I guess maybe in, you know, my own preconceived notions and everything, it's like, hey, stop talking. I don't like when you talk. Say less, right? But that's not what that means. What that means is, I understand what you're saying. Confirmed. You know, say less. I'm acknowledging what you're saying. Excuse me. Everything's coming up Saramara. We're now short 3 workers. Unfortunate. The Builders Guild should be all the time. I want that all the time. Ugh. Guess that's how it's going to be. Stop talking is talk to the hand because the head ain't listening. Yeah, that I've heard that before, but that's way more... Talk to the hand is very much late 90s, early aughts. Early 2000s. But yeah, say less is something a lot more recent. Yeah, the fun thing about language, right? Preconceived notions, when you interpret the information fresh. It was interesting to hear how folks interpret stuff. But we've got an ad break in about 20 seconds. Please do me the favor and your body a favor. Get up, move around, stretch, drink some water. Oh, gosh. Oh, Big stretch. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, thanks for that. I'm gonna do that right now. I wish I had more workers. Things are getting built. I'm just generally impatient because I want to get so much done. I think our housing is good. I do want more food storage. I know I can't afford the big guy. The planks. The planks is what's going to kill me. I need planks for ladders and crap. But no, everything's moving pretty well. Looks like that got beefed. Awesome. We're going to do this. Everything else is gravy. Every other bit of progress is gravy. This is mandatory. Yeah, more water resilience is absolutely mandatory. Did I do this? Now I did. Okay. Yeah, just dump all that lumber into that. Perfect. Good. Hey! It's coming around. It's coming around. Yeah, yeah, man. Good stuff. Can I set the default? Yes, 0. Yep. Just let whatever flow through right now. Man, if we could get this all lake for a lot longer and just be like, what the heck is a drought? That would be brilliant. I think we're probably gonna have to deal with one more Kakapupu Pee Pee water thing. Then after that, we should be looking pretty fresh. I'm thinking pretty fresh. Yep. 4 more workers. Awesome. 1, 2. That's already planted everything. Y'all are done, it looks like. When the water returns, we'll resume back to regular work shifts. Oh, the thing got done. Hey! I forgot about that entirely. Are we enjoying the benefits? That got everyone to about 8s. But it looks like it normalized everyone above 5, which is fine. I didn't think we were going to hit 10. But we are above 5 on the average. I'm pretty happy with that. Off, off, off. Oh wait, are you cutting down there? No. It's just these guys. Ah. Solid wood income? Yeah. Once the water returns, we'll go ahead and start working on other stoof. Our food, still solid. There still is a lot to be harvested, so that's excellent. Yeah. Yeah, I think we really got in on this map. I'm not saying like we broke the back or anything, which is a phrase I like to use like, yeah, we've definitely overcome, but no, we've got some more work to do, for sure. More storage. More storage. Yeah, I just don't know what I should be micromanaging right now. I don't think there's anything to micromanage. Build another construction guild? Another builder's hut, maybe? I don't know. Probably not. Because once this drought is over, we're going to be shifting gears back to water and everything. So it's not going to stick around for long. What would be perfect is after this drought, we get another drought. That would be great. Sorry, I'm apparently all sniffly again. My sinuses have just been bananas. Bananas. Let's get this revved up. Hey, thanks for the hydrating. Ooh, I should return the favor. Yes, sir. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Ooh, and I countered by claiming first. Haha! Haha! First. Excellent. Okay, this is looking good. Super happy about all this. Now we can go back and we can raise up the sides. We can raise up the sides easily, but for now, where we're at, I'm just looking for any amount of containment. And it looks like we've contained swell. Yeah. Looking good, looking good. Ron Burgundy says science, micromanagement, that stuff. Yeah. We work 60, what was it? Work 68% of the time, all the time? Ah, somebody has a very tepid grasp of statistics. Excellent. Panther. That's how we're going to say that here. Panther. It works 68% of the time. Oh, every time. Every time. 68% of the time. Every time. Alright. Good. Now, if we want to get a little more fancy, Kaka Poo Pee Pee water goes that way. We could wall this off here a little bit and give us some more room. I would honestly like more planks. Get some planks going on. The Builders Guild I'm going to keep active. I'd like to get this walled off if we can. And this. But I don't know how it's going to happen. So I guess I'm keeping it to 20-hour shifts. The next monument is 400 planks. No, no, no. No, no. No, no. What's another funtivity I could place? Beaver statue wouldn't be bad. Oh, we're out of science. Never mind. I got real excited planning for the future that doesn't exist. Haha. Sweet. Dang it. Dang it to dang it to dang it. Okay. What's the plan? This is the plan. I do legitimately want more storage. Food storage and water storage. That's the wrong guy. So we're gonna do one. Nope. Thanks. Another 400 carrots might not sound like a lot, but it could legitimately be the difference between us losing and losing later. That's how I'm gonna phrase that. We could either lose later or we could lose later. I don't... Yeah, I do want more lumber, for sure. I do want more water. You're tired? Exhausted. Yeah, I know. There's no more food I can collect at this moment, because we don't have the storage. We're gonna have to pause the construction guild after all anyway. Because there's not really too much more we can do about that. How's the water? Okay, we need water. Those pumps have to run 24/7. Okay. Storage. Okay. I thought our well-being was at 8 before, and you're congratulating me about it now? Okay. Cool. I'll take high fives. I'll take all the high fives. Yeah, we're not going to get it built, but that's fine. Planked it real good. I'm hoping that was a salt and pepper reference. If that was anything within the last 2 decades, I don't know what it is. Planked it real good. All we're gonna sing about that. If we could just get rid of this. This is not going to come back ever. We're about to have a bad tide anyway. You're going to get exhausted from drought. Yeah. And now what we're going to do is we're going to stop that. Because you're going to chop it naturally, organically anyway. So it doesn't super matter. Push it real good. Now I got that in my head. Thanks. Nah, 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 nah. We actually got some real distance, some actual workable distance on this. I'm really happy with how far the project has come. So this will hopefully be the last bad tide we're going to have to deal with. Oh, I forgot to do... Shoot, man. Someone's got to get on me about that. Okay. Every like hour I need someone to just say screensaver. Eh? Oh yeah. A screensaver. So this will be the last, I keep saying this will be the last time we have a 20-hour shift. And then I just keep pushing more shifts. But when everyone comes home, we'll cut the line. That'll be that. We'll harvest. Let's see. Are we going to get all the carrots? We're not going to get all the carrots. Actually, what I want instead of that is this. And this. I want all the carrots we can possibly get right now. Is anyone left behind? One dude is left behind. Two dudes are left behind. They're going to finish their tasks. Where are you going, actually? Okay. We're going to do it like this. Oh. Now, what should happen is they should come home, and that should be the end of that. Yep, no more building. That's been cut. We're going to get as much carrot as we possibly can. All tides are good, baby. Provide power. That was a lie. Normal's the good tide. We're gonna harvest as much as we can. Water is all full to the absolute tippity tip top. 12 days. That's not bad. We're done with this. We're done with that. Click on the science and kick on the jam. Science, science, science. This doesn't matter. I might build a bunch of science stuff right now. Nope, science goes. Science is good. No, where are you going? Oh, you're getting the food? Okay, go get the food. Okay, now we're done. Now, we're gonna do a 12-hour shift. That's holding it in really, really well, right? Oh, and this looks like this is mostly gonna be avoided. Yeah, we're gonna get some creep. We're gonna get some creep for sure. Do we have time to do one more harvest? Can I risk it? Go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Huh. That actually slows that down so long. We can go and work another day or two in the fields. That's actually crazy. Like, crazy good. Huh. The Beaver Emperor demands tithe. Oh, is this a 40k thing? I'm really glad that in the middle of the game, your people just don't faction off, and it's like, oh, by the way, 12 of your people and half your food said you suck, and you probably smell a bunch. And they started their own one-man band. Heads ups, you're not liked. I have 2 spare people. I'm really thinking about building a bunch of science and then just decommissioning the science. Why not? We can get 10 days of science. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. I'm gonna cancel the farms soon here. That'll give us all the workers we need. Yeah, man, carried it up. Building unstaffed. Yeah, I get it. It's also pretty dope we're still pumping water. That's awesome. Then that would go down a military tree. Thankfully, this game doesn't... Yeah, I don't want military in this game. Agreed, 100%. I would not want... There are some games where, like, a military aspect would add a little bit of depth. And it doesn't have to be even that rigorous. But yeah, zombie beavers would be a bit much or whatever. That would be kind of neat if this was a... what am I thinking? They Are Billions style. But if I want zombie games, I'll play They Are Billions. And then, of course, we would get newsreels, like, from... Like, news around the world updates. The Beaver Federation is pushing far into enemy territory. You know, it's got to have that 1950s, 1940s. Wham bang, another victory on the front. Send the boys home. I don't know. Can't be accountable for any of this crap. This has worked so well. We're day 3 into a bad tide, and we are still pumping water. We're still growing food. Yeah. I think we're not pumping water anymore because there's no more reserve space. I order pizza, do nothing for the rest of the evening. Good. You should. You should do that. If you have a health coach you have to report to, give me their number. I will let them know that I've given you permission to chillax. Not that anyone needs my permission, certainly, but business will be given. Yeah, I guess we have time. We're getting kind of close on that. Let's just pause. What's gonna happen? Don't hold me back. Like, don't stop me. If anything, I'm gonna ask you to double your order, and I'll chip in, and I'll just be like, "Yeah, man, pizza party." Instead of cheersing like bottles of beer, cheers. What we'll do is we'll just push 2 slices of pizza together. Yeah, cheers. Pizza cheers. Ah, you're injured. Don't be injured. Don't make me do it. I'll go straight through you. That's fair. I get it. I get it. Yeah, this has worked amazingly. I'm glad that was the ambition, to get that built. Let's call it 20%. We're 20% through bad tide, and we're still harvesting. That's crazy pants. Okay, now we're done. Yep, no goods, all paused. Science is running real hard, everything's replanted. Get the hill into that if you can. I don't think, yeah, you can't. Okay. Now we wait. Yeah. Things are coming up all Saramara. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, my sinuses are all over the place. Now, since we're done participating with the water, I'm going to do this and just flush it out. And flush it out. Thank you. That's still running. We got some planks. Yeah, just get it flushed out. That's perfect. Your phone is empty. Good. But your belly will soon be full. That's literally, yeah, when I sneeze, that's what it sounds like. There is no... I really appreciate folks that have, like, a two, and it's like, what happened? It's like, oh, I sneezed. Really? Do it again. But no, me and I know a few other folks in my life, it's just like, kapow! What are you doing there? Oh, firecrackers, I guess. Yeah. Very, very annoying and loud. Another thing I'd absolutely love is to raise the path so we're not dealing with this with traversing. We can at least go back and forth. But we've got enough water. Are you working anymore? No, we're still just full? wonder why the water hasn't been pulled to storage yet. Yeah, we might be getting to the point of flooded. Yep, that's fine. Dies in a few days. Yep, also fine. This is great. Yeah, I could not have wished for this to have been any better. I didn't think hard mode was going to be impossible. It's just getting the flow of it was what was throwing me off. It's like, what do I need to concentrate on first? Oh, build a farm immediately? Got it. Water immediately? Got it. Research at least stairs? Got it. Yeah, we'll do this research thing for 5 more days. And then when we're all said and done, I'll just decommission all of them to get the lumber back. Won't get 100% of it back, but we'll get more than 0. That's cool. Yeah, this is weird. Got nothing to do. Boy. A little panicky. A little panicky, but not really. Kind of, but not so much. Sort of, but not really. Does the rooftop thing have to be on a roof? Yeah, it must be placed atop another building. Alright. I wouldn't mind to try to work on some more of the favor. Got the stuff. Try to get some wellness a little higher. If we can get it to 10, that would be incredible. Ugh, I don't like that. Big Blanco, welcome. You can place them on platforms as well. That's excellent. That's a good point. Oh, because it's on top of anything. Top other building. Oh, then it just doesn't give a rip. Awesome! That's good to know. Thank you. I'm just really trying to be economically minded where I put it, but I do want to put it on a thing. I'm just going to wait. What else can I put on stuff? We don't really have a heavy industry, so I'm not super interested in the medical bed. I am, but this is a 3x3. Boo. Just go right to an agora that I can't even use. Alright, we're just gonna wait. The average is about 8 wellness. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm really looking forward to power. Actually, what is the height? I'm thinking this time what I'd like to do is a subterranean power grid. So we'll demo down to here. And we'll do power like this. Maybe not all the way on the ground, all the way that deep. But it'd have to be at least here at level 2. We'll just run power lines. Make that real easy. Island needs power? Cool. Run it. Bring it up, power. That might be fun. That might be a fun way to do things. See though, we got 3 more days and nothing going on. We still have 1,000 carrots. So that's awesome. We have, I think a confident amount of water. A confident amount of water. If someone says, "Hey, how much water you got in your colony?" Oh, you know, confident. Is that measured in liters or gigatons or? No, like hard drive frequencies, gigahertz. Yep. Yep, confident. If you do a sub-power grid, can I suggest not only dig the power grid corridor, but make it to... Yes. Well, at that... Well, let's see here. At that point, I'll have zip lines. That's not a bad recommendation. The problem is if I make it 1 more wide, it's still a stupid amount of planks. So every square is going to be 6 planks. Let me show you the thing. 6 planks, some extract, and some explosives. So that's not a terrible recommendation. And the tunnel tech itself isn't far off. It's just I also need metal and everything else. So let's see here. Here. We'll get to the planks later. I'm not worried about that. Smelter. Scavenger flag. I will want the sluice. And the sluice is going to be closer than explosives. So let's start with that. Explosives needs metal. And gears, which I super don't have. So the ultimate plan is taking this, gutting this, and moving all the storage in the middle. Build this out. This will be our area of operations, surrounded with farming. And then this is going to be industry, because this actually is going to have access to flowing water. When we block everything up, the idea is none of this is really flowing. It's just going to be stagnant. You guys are still pumping? Holy crap. Oh, very poorly. Yeah, don't worry about it. That little bit of water is not going to save anybody. I kind of figured, yeah. And Cobalt, I'm sure you saw what we were doing when I was playing with Hat That Sat and Captain of Industry. We were doing poldering like crazy. Which do I need for zip lines? 20 metal's not bad. 20 metal's not bad at all. It's just a little out of reach. Don't have the workforce to go mucking about with that right now. The distance is a little far, and I want this to be locked down first. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping this is the last bad tide we have to deal with. Yep, so that's it all the way to 0. Awesome. Yeah, we survived that with a third of our food remaining and half of our water. Awesome. A little more farming would be good. I can go capture more, but we're not quite there yet. I would love another drought, to be honest, because then I could capitalize on a lot of these little stagnant pools. Okay, now we've already seen how long it takes for the water to get flushed out with everything raised. So now everything should be lowered. 0, 0, yep. And this is lowered. So now I want to see how long it takes for this to flush out. Oh, actually, not bad. Yeah. We'll waste like a day for this to all get out, but no problem. Yeah, we need more levee, what are these called? These aren't called levees. More floodgates. More floodgates here so we can raise and lower. Again, sluices would be the right answer, but we're not there yet. Oh, that's excellent. Look at all that. Sweet. Can almost turn everything back on. Yep, so there's a day spent. So for every day I waste this way... So let's see here. We'll waste maybe 2 days for all the water to evacuate. Fine. But I was able to get, what, 4 days of production? When it was the opposite, when the bad tide was arriving? That's not bad. Okay, this has to get out of here. And the problem is it's kind of locked. The answer would be floodgates right here. Do we have the materials for that? I think we do. So if I do this... Yeah, because this is just going to sit here forever. I guess ideally you canalize and seal every water source in the map, decide where it goes where. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something way more short-term. But yeah, that'd be the idea. So the main water sources are up here at the top. It's just, I'm just taking a quick gander. It's these two. It's these two. So being able to make a decision tree immediately, the one thing I would do is here, I would say... Lock this, make your decision. Is it bad water? Kick it right off the map, we're done. Right? Kind of a thing. If it's good water, let it flow. But yeah, all this is just going to be isolate as much as we can. You direct the flow through that area by closing one side of the floodgates. Oh, that might be smarter. Yeah. Give that a try. Because this is just going to be messy. Though the results would be a lot more immediate. It looks like it's creeping more over there. So let's say... Brip. Ooh, that shockwave was neat. Okay. It'll still take a little bit, but that is better than me trying to hap-slap a solution together. And I might be able to get working. Yeah, I think that worked out pretty well. Actually, what if... Well, this doesn't matter. That won't matter at all. I will give you, it is better. It still kind of sucks. Okay, I'll spend one more day like this. But then I think floodgates are just going to have to be kind of critical here. Yeah, it still sucks. Okay, so that goes away. That goes away. That goes away. We'll do a floodgate here. Okay, so online. Still a good thought that I think even one floodgate would be perfect. Okay, 18 hours. Critical pants. Critical pants. Dang it. Alright, well that stinks. I don't feel confident on releasing everyone to go back to work. So will we survive another bad tide? I don't think we will. I think that might be almost game over. We got 3 days. We can get at least one planting of... If that's connected. This all shuts off. We can at least get one planting of carrots in. Which I don't think will be enough, so we're going to have some die off, I think. Unfortunate. You better not get caught, man. Come on, finish this! Thank you. I was like, it's at 100%! Oh my god! Okay, so now... one? One is fine. 0. Critical. You? Okay. I should have thought of this before. I didn't. Good day, Kira. Hope you're doing well today. We're gonna do this. We lost yesterday. So this is try number 2. Same map, but yeah, this is try number 2. Should have done this earlier. Okay, so now it looks like all the water is good. Yep, just raise it all the way. Doesn't matter. It'll spill over the dams regardless. We have 2 some odd days. Maybe we can make a little more progress on the Big Joe project. So that's all paused. This can get planting. I don't think it's going to super matter. Water, again, I think water we're okay with. We have enough wood for more storage. I might as well just store more if I can. So let's do that. Okay. Hopefully I can hang on to this water for a little longer. Yep, everyone's so tired. Yeah, 16-hour shifts, thank you. Drop off the stuff, we'll build it later. Okay. Wow, some trees are actually being grown? Is that a grown tree? Kind of, yeah, look at that. Happy days. I closed it. Yep. Yep, I closed it. Good eye, though, but yeah, I closed it. I might not need to go too high. I want to go too high. Still have 2 workers. I see some trees there. Let's pop those out. Yeah, I think we're hosed. I'm coming for you, Crank. Okay. That made me chuckle. Thank you for that. That made me chuckle. I like a sky full of Lucy's in the sky with diamonds. I'm not too sure how to handle what comes next. I honestly don't have enough clout or time to seal this, and I don't have enough resources to seal it like this or like this. Like same as before. No, I want a drought. I want a drought. We're gonna have bad tide though, and it's gonna be like 14 days. So we're gonna have some pretty serious die-off, I think. Speaking of which, I'm gonna do this preemptively. I'm just gonna shut off some beds. So we don't have another baby boom that we can't feed. No, a drought would be ideal. The bad tide is bad because it kills everything. So everything is raised. Raised. I guess that's the only thing I need to raise. Not gonna really help, but... 15 days! Oh no, bro! Water I'm not worried about. Food I am. So we're going to... stop that. I think we're done. Let's get as much water as we can. Might as well. But the 3 farms are on. There's nothing I can do to expedite this. Go ahead and drop it off. We've capped off the end of the polders. The water in there can't leave. Bad tide of a bad time. Entering the pond. Yeah, I have about 4 days. I have about 4 days of production still. I'm hoping we can get a carrot harvest and another carrot harvest. If I can, we might be all right. But it's super dicey. Can you prevent the bad tide from reaching your mainland? That's what I'm trying to do. That was the pie in the sky project with this. I'm trying to connect the islands so they were more cost effective. But yeah, that is absolutely the plan. It is not. It's not ideal. I've only got 200 foodstuffs. Yeah, putting the beavers on heightened work shifts isn't going to help if the carrots aren't ready. If the bad tide reaches the carrots before we get a single harvest, we're done. Yep. There's no point in planting all that. Uh-oh. Rivalry in the ranks. Huh? Might be able to get somewhere. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to shift from planting focus to harvesting focus. That's what we're going to do. Chiron Ghost, been a while. Hey, thanks for the sub. How you been? It feels like it's been a long time. Hope you've been doing healthy and well, and your PC is kicking butt and taking names and having a good old time with everything. Yeah. Hope you're doing swell. Yeah, I'd rather complete this harvest than try to do another harvest or another planting if I'm not going to be able to get all these. Nope, sorry. 22-hour shifts. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Yeah, I think we're hosed. We'll know we're hosed when this starts dying to corruption. Because it is very quick. I was like, it's work shift. Where the heck is everybody? It is now. Things are looking up and busy with work, and I saw you finished Techopolis. I did. It took me 2 months, but we finished it. I think now that I know how to play that mod pack specifically, I think it could be done in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I think I could cut my time in half. I did a lot of rebuilding. I messed around with mods I shouldn't really have invested as much time in. A lot of lessons learned. I had a delightful time. No regrets, no insults, nothing. I had a delightful time. Just, I know much better now what I should have been focusing on. Water is almost completely full. That's awesome. I think if we can get past this bad tide, we'll be all right. No, 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 no. Too much. Spent too much time on AE2. Oh boy. Let's see here. I spent a good amount of time trying XNet, and I was really hoping XNet was going to be our jam, but it has instability issues after a certain amount of stuff, so that didn't work. Which is fine. I think if I were to use XNet again, it would be very localized, or goes in this box, or goes to the smeltery. The 4 things that get made get put into a drawer, and that would be it. This harvest I have in the pocket, yeah. Finally. I was getting genuinely worried about that. But still, our barricades and everything have really paid off. That, like I said, that bought us like 4 more days of work. Yeah, the water is tippity top. Can't get no better. Can't get no better. Once the farms can get shut off. Oh, actually, off, on. Yeah. Once the farms get offed, I'll go ahead and I'll. Yeah, don't bother planting. Just get the rest of it. All right. Thank you. There's that. You still reach the big barricade without poisoning your beavers too much. No. They get a 30% reduction in speed. So it would be all this. Now, my original plan was to build it up so we could walk across, but you can't walk across the double floodgates. So I was like, just swim it. But nope. So that is off. Now we double down on the research. We double down on the research. Oh, perfect. We got one bloke left. Don't bother planting. It's all gonna die anyway. Whatever, man. It's all just entropy. It's all gonna die anyway. Oh, sad. Aight. Yeah, we're still pumping water 5 days into this. This is awesome. Now, if we had dynamite, I'd be like, let's pop a little hole right here and drop clean water in there. But I'd still have to cross the streams. I ain't doing none of that. I think... I don't know if we'll survive. I paused this on purpose because I actually don't want more bibbies. Bibbies. Ooh, hydrate and stretch. Thank you. Delicious. Never cross the streams until you have to cross the streams. And then you have to cross the streams. Wow, this is a lot more resilient than I thought this was going to be. Another harvest. I'm not going to risk it. If it's still there when we get back, awesome. But that's not going to happen. But you said don't cross the streams. I do want to plant more. Get out of my head. I do want to make this significantly more problematic. How did you know? At least we're macking on some proper research. I'm pretty happy about that. No. No, I mean, I do. But no. Actually, there's kind of nothing I could do right now anyway. I'm gonna go get up and stretch out of my chair real quick. Leave it like that. Yeah, just gonna get out of my chair, walk to the stairs. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, back. It's washed. Good stuff. The angel and devil on your shoulders know you want what you want to do. Yeah, just plant more stuff. I'm still pretty happy. This is working out pretty famously. It is still working at full tilt. Chickens have to be crossed to get rid of that one smudge on the blade. Welcome back. Thank you, Chiron. Appreciate it. So wait, the clean water hasn't really left. The bad water is the only thing added. Does that mean it's either diluting or just bunching up? I think... Oh, probably diluting. Yeah, so now there's probably nothing to pump. Yeah, productivity is getting really, really low. The pumps have filters on them. So they'll still, quote-unquote, work. But we're not desperate for water. We're full water. We're halfway through this. We're at full water. Awesome. I do want to open this floodgate, but there must be some good clean water here because this is still preserved somehow. I still think we might be hosed. Man, if I knew this was going to be preserved like this, I would have switched from wood production over to berries or something. But yeah, we might be hosed, Tommy. You know what we're going to do? We're going to risk it. We are... Do I have enough lumber to build a path across? That's the question. 6. That's 60. So, not that way. Oh, I lost only 160 carrots? Really? Oh, okay. That's a lot better than I thought that was going to be. Thank you. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is what? 72? We could do it. Yeah. I think that's our go-to. If I can still get some more carrots out of this, let's freaking do it, man. You can kind of see also where the reach is. This is the corruption. So it actually hasn't even touched the birch yet, I don't think. This died... Oh, it did die from contamination. Never mind. Yep, never mind. Okay, I think this is worth the investment. So, that gets paused again. This gets... Move the thingy before you do that. What thingy? What thingy? Cobalt? No, what thingy? Not the corruption, dear God. But there's more. No! Yes, good call. Smart, smart, smart. Yeah, smart, because they will do that. You know what? Okay, that cut that off. Okay, cool. That is super duper worth the time. It's unpaused, thank you. Was waiting for zip lines for this to be a piece of conversation, but still. We could easily get this done tomorrow. For tomorrow, the wheel in the sky keeps turning. Man, I can tell I'm super congested. I can't hit any of my notes. Kansas? I'm gonna say Kansas. Kansas for 500. So smart, I have at least 7 Smarties. And here in the States, Smarties is a candy. Okay, what'd I say? One more day? One more day. Mañana. We'll get it done mañana. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't finish the path. Hee hee. Yeah, it's always a day away. Well, how did Squidward say that? What was it? Don't put off to tomorrow what can be done today or something? Is the normal way it said, and Squidward said something like, why do today what he can put off till tomorrow or something? Or what is tomorrow, but yesterday is today? Or something, I don't remember. This is still growing, this is crazy. Yeah, we're still getting trees. That's nuts. Go, 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 go. Alright, we are now going to storm the Bastille. Stop all this research tomfoolery. Research is for nerds! Go. Go, go, go. More carrots. Yes! Eat that bad water. Eat it. Yes. Oh, that's such a help. And I've set it, they're all set to harvest priority first. Because at any second, someone could just snap their fingers and poof. Oh, this got done too? It did. I'm very low on food. Where's everyone going and why is no one planting things? Oh, hauling. They were hauling, probably. Go, go, go. No, hold on, hold on. No, 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 Batman, get over here. Plant the fields. Plant the fields. Okay. Thank you. I should have just set it to 18, but I went crazy. Alright. That was an adorable boost, but that was not nearly enough food. I think we're hosed. I think you're right, it was Kansas, and I was making a song joke. Yep. I get you. We're on the same page, I get you. I don't need that. Yep. No, the carrots! Alright, so I still have this paused on purpose because I know I can't feed everybody. What I'm trying to do is not bring more beaver babes into the wild. Gotta sneeze again. Sweet business. Alright, excuse me. Ugh. Okay, so 3 days, and then 4 days for the planting cycle. I think we're hosed. I think we're hosed anyway. Again, I will gladly take a drought. A drought would be just wonderful. I mean, the nice thing is we are loading up on lumber, so that's cool. Right side. Oh. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh, it's drying, which I can't fix anyway. 5 days without food I can't manage. Now, I don't know if beaver babies need to be fed. I don't know if they eat. So one of the things that we could try to figure out is unlock a house, have a lot of babies be born. That gives us like a 2-day or 3-day squiggle period, and then they're adults, and then they die? I wish there was a little more analytics with the game, but I could just look it up. We are out of food, though. So if we can get one more harvest out of this, I think we'll make it, but there's nothing I can do right now. Oh, you know what? There's something I could try. There is something I could try. Hold on. I have enough material for all of that. Let's see if that works. Since stuff isn't dying to contamination, it's dying to dehydration. Nope. Yep. Get on it. I thought stuff was just going to start falling to corruption immediately, so I didn't bother. But... watered and healthy. Watered and healthy. The Builders Guild is active, isn't it? For God's sake. 2, 4, 5. That. Okay. We're redlining. We're redlining so hard. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. No. Maybe. Maybe? It's dropping the water. It's doing the thing. There is water there. There's just... oh, there's a little bit of grass. A fully fed beaver will die of malnutrition in 1.3 days. Yeah, we're hosed. This has to happen right now. And a 24-hour work is not helping. Ah. Yeah, I needed a bigger cull. Yeah, I think that's what happened. That's what happens. Why is this not doing a thing? Is it actually full of water and it's not helping? Yeah, it's not doing anything. Oh, man. Yeah, the corruption got it. Alright, well, that was fun to try. I'm amazed none of this isn't looking more fresh. Yeah, you're done. We're just gonna do this now for funsies. Oh, that works. Oh, because they're levee. They don't let water pass through. Duh. Good duh. Okay, well, anyway. Just start pushing this out. Yeah, we're contaminated. Yep. Dang it. Building lacks power. Mate, don't worry about that. Come on. There you go. Yeah. We're gonna have to reload. I can't forcefully kill beavers, so yeah. They will absolutely do that on their own. Okay, no more research. No more building. No more replanting trees. No more harvesting trees. The farms have to get their jingle jangles going. Yeah, we're done. Ah, it bites. Nope. If there's food, there's food. I can't prevent them from eating. Well, that's the thing, is where am I going to build the new district? Good day, Poyle. Hope you're doing well today. Now that worked out splendidly. Yeah, this is what we had to do. We cut our downtime from 1 day, or from 4 days, 5 days to 1 day. This is what I should have done. That's absolutely what I needed to do. Okay, so did any survive? If a little survived, we could save 2 beavers. We're good. Nope. Nope, we're done. Crap. Yeah, there's no cannibalism. I did say, like, I noticed there were some RimWorld mod developers playing this game, and I was talking to HatDatSat. I'm like, you know what? It's not my style of gameplay, but I'm kind of surprised there's no cannibalism mods. Kinda low-key surprised. We're not gonna pump water. Yeah, sounds good, Poyle. Oh, we got an ad break here and probably now-ish. So good opportunity to get up, stretch, move around. That whole thing. I'm not gonna do anything. Yep, there's the die-off. I need 3 beavers. If 3 beavers can make it. And nope. Where do I have? Yeah, okay. We have none beavers. No! Dang it. Alright. The two hits of bad water is what got me. So we're gonna have to unwind to about there, I think. What time is it? Let's rewind to this. We have our save, but I was feeling really good about it. This is too late. Okay, let's think this out. At this stage, we're building the path to work the fields. If I could cull a bunch of them right now, if I could cull, honestly, 20 beavers, this would be a fine save, but this isn't. This is also where... Oh, hold on. I might have an idea. Resume. Pause. Or... This right side stays hydrated for a while. I think I can get a carrot harvest in here. Well, the problem is they're contaminated. I think they also affect the other beavers. That's not good either, right? I need a controlled contamination. If you move more than 20 beavers to an island, keep them there, they'll die off. Okay, how about this? I'll give that a try after I try my idea. Because I think this can be farm. I think this can be farmland. Because this stays lush for a while. Okay. Is that already drying out? Oh, come on! I just started. Get out of here with that. Thank you, Green Danger Noodle. And I'm gonna return the favor. This is the trumpet that I use to say thank you. I don't know. I don't think anything through. Are you kidding me? That's how I get hurt. That's how concussion damage happens. Okay, and we're still building the path. Path is still being... Oh. Oh, no it isn't. I made another gahoof. Butt sandwich. Butt sandwich? Okay, that's fine. I'd like to say, like, some playful platitudes, like, you live, you learn. But that's not happening. I'm not learning anything. Come on. Sure. I think for my idioms, it's best to just not overthink it. I mean, there's pork butt. Pork butt is delicious, right? Pork butt tacos. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Someone gonna work on this thing? Okay, now... So the thing is... I think I lost this entire harvest. Or, no. Oh, we already harvested. Yeah, we already harvested. Okay, if you cut the bridge, you'll keep half the beaver stuck there. I think so. I think that's the way to play it. Let's get a harvest in right now, though. And I don't know why we're leaving, so that's fun. My brain can't stop overthinking of a diagnosis to prove it. That's fair. I'm not saying, like, oh, shame on you for thinking. It was more of a, I think for the safety of yourself and other parties involved, it might be best to just not worry about it. Oh, why are you paused? Oh! Okay, so we'll get the harvest, and then we'll just quagmire the farmers over there. And that's how that's going to work. So that'll be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's enough. Yep, that's plenty. No, no shame. I'm just saying, I'm an idiot. Well, this is probably the easiest way to do said thing. And they're hauling because we don't have haulers available, and I'm short 2 more workers. Good stuff. I thought I shut off all this research. Ooh-ha. And we are going to pause another one of this. Okay, we'll let them finish planting. Why? Why did you do that? What? Why did you do that? Oh my god. Okay, so they're going back and forth for food. Now we cut it. But they'll just swim across most likely anyway. Yep. So that's not going to work. Yeah, they'll swim across any that's not going to fly. Okay, so we need to do the district thing. Okay. Like that. Yeah, I mean I could destroy the ladder. I almost want to see if this works. Good day, Naven the Raven. You can't auto-migrate based on health. You can destroy it. You can in this version. You can actually destroy it, but eh. There we go. That's it. Disgusting. And I don't like it, but this is where we're at. We have 9 food in 3 days. I needed to do this a lot earlier. I think we're hosed again. Unless... yeah, I was hoping we'd get a harvest out of this. I mean, I guess I could. Like, this will happen. Actually, while we're at it... oh, you're not connected by... oh, well, hold on. Here. There you go. Sure. Don't worry about that. Okay, you've done all the planting you can. Now I pause everything. Oh, come on. Let me have one harvest out of this, please. Might die, but someone's making waffles. Yep. Yep. It's going to be a reload of the same save file and same thing. Yeah, I had all the planning planned until it was 2 bad tides in a row. That's what got me. Yeah, I was like, we've got everything set up. I would be happy for droughts left and right, no problem. Because the little pools that existed. But yeah, it's once 2 bad tides in a row, and not enough time to get another carrot harvest. That's what did us up something fierce. Something fierce. Something fierce. Boom. Something fierce. Boom, boom. Yeah, I thought you'd say something like that. Most of them will die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Yeah. Uh, the thing that makes it weird now is it's just a lot of waiting. Oh crap, because the different district. Oh, it's storage. There we go. The 3 babies better not be here. But all the housing looks like it is... Are you under the kosh? What is kosh? And we did not get a harvest. Damn it! I think we're hosed again. I'm just gonna reload it. 4 days for a growing season, and not enough time to do anything about it? Yeah. It was this one. Yoink. Old World Truncheon. Is a truncheon like a billy club like that? I think that's what I've heard of a truncheon. Melee weapon, usually brandished by... What save was this? No, seriously, what save was this? I thought I grabbed this one, which was after our save. Oh, the autosave I was using got overwritten. Oh, that's fine. Not personally, but this is not a super plus situation, that's for sure. So this one's not winnable either. I'm trying to think of where we are in the timeline. Yeah. I've also heard that called a billy club before, yeah. Oh, this is before the bad tide? This is right before... This must be right before the bad tide occurred. So we'll still get this harvest of carrots. Okay. If I mobilize, we can hack this down and get this into carrots as well. Right? I think that's the vibe. I think that's the vibe. Okay, no science. Yeah, unfortunately, I've completely lost any focus as to what cycle we were on. That's built. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on, but if I can get one harvest out of it, I think we're in the gold. We're in the good space. The good place. I mean, we're not in the good place, clearly, but... I'm willing to give it a try. We do have our save, and I was like, man, I'm feeling real confident right about now. We have a confident amount of water. That's what I said. Builders. That's maxed. Okay. Oh. I don't know now. Now I have no idea. There's no point in working... Okay, go back to 16. So we'll get a full harvest out of this one if history repeats. I'm really hoping we're not cheesing the game. Like, I'm really hoping the game isn't like, well, now it's a drought. Because, like, if it's random like that, then I'll feel like, well, this is... I didn't want to cheese the game. Just like blackjacks are their own thing. Oh, could be. That I do not know. We're not going to build that anymore. Yep, that's still cut. Excellent. Still cut. Excellent. We're out of workers. Okay. Don't need this many haulers if they can't work. That was easy. We've already disabled some housing. I'm genuinely hoping it's seed-based. I'm genuinely hoping it's seed-based. I don't want to just cheese the game because, oh, that was tough. Let's just reload until it changes the outcome. I don't want to do that. But I do hope, yeah, I do hope it is seed-based and then difficulty-based. Or the difficulty alters the seed and then it's seed-based or whatever. But yeah, I hope difficulty is also taken into consideration. Building unstaffed. Which one? Oh, this was after a die-off. Oh, this is after the yeah. No wonder why it was so optimistic. This is after the bad tide. Womp womp. Okay. Okay, those seeds are scuffed. Those saves are scuffed. Got it. I was like, man, when was the path built ever and the planting? What? Where was this at? Yeah. I'm gonna reload. Gosh, I was so genuinely confused for like 5 minutes, and I said like twice, I'm like, man, I have lost total focus at what cycle we were on, because we should be on cycle 8 now. Cycle 9 is fine. I loaded our save. So this is in between bad tide cycles. Fine. If we build the bridge, we can get most of this, which was the plan. Okay. Now I know where we are. I was so confused. I'm like, I don't understand what is going on here. Okay, so it was what? This? Oh. Of course, that's not the right height, you silly. That. More or less. Okay, this looks like that. Builders Guild is on. I'm gonna just trim out some of this. So I do hopefully get 1 carrot harvest out of this, and that's gonna be what's gonna save the day. But this was built first. This needs to get prioritied first, and we can at least still work the fields a little bit more. So let's see where we go with this. I don't need more water. I just want a bunch of free workers right now. Okay, everything that's full is full. Megacycle? Could you save the game under a different name? I could. Hardwood Hamlet Hope. I think this is the correct timeline, though, that we want to be. So now, if Yarm, which I want it Omega class priority, because while that's happening, we can get planting. And we got the workers. Good. I can take the workers back once the carrots are planted. That and that has to go away. We can build a path so we can finish with the bridge. Go, 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 go. Nope. Thanks. Thanks and sorry. Sorry and thanks. There we go. This is nerve-wracking, but also a lot of fun. Not for them, for me. Okay. I think this will last 4 days. Everything is still raised? Okay. 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 Alright. Alright. So good, so good. 2, 3. I need to free up some workers. 1. I know we could eke out some more research, but eking out some very, very fragile numbers is not worthwhile right now. I'd rather just plow forward with this. Okay. And you're set to harvest first. Excellent. Okay. Now, Is this where we build the town hall, and is this where we do the culling? We have 300 food. Would help to drop a single water block on the island to combat the corruption. I think corruption is stronger than water. I don't think it'll work that way. It might, but I don't think it works that way. Okay. But we have the harvest. The harvest is complete. I think it's time to nuke out some dudes. Now, I don't know if this is the first or the second, but I think this is the second bad tide. I think now's the time we do this, yeah? Unless you have a different idea. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, call as soon as you can. Yep. What? Did I not place it because there's a guy there? Districts must be separated. Oh, okay, let's get all the workers there first. I don't think anyone's here. Okay, we have 5 unemployed, so hold on. 4. There's 6. Everyone reports for duty. Cool. I think that's everybody. This gets boofed. There we go. It is separated. I say I want... Oh... Great. I think 23 will be fine. So there's 3, 6, 9... 13, 14 here. But I think others will just migrate. Cool. And I don't know what the hell you think you're doing. Great. Okay. So now we have 335 food, plus some berries somehow? I don't even know how we got berries. We have a farm that will hopefully yield at least one time. I think we're back on track. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know we could get 2 bad tides in a row. I thought it was like an alternating thing, or what exactly it was, I wasn't sure. But that's okay. It's all about learning, right? It's all about learning. It's not as tough as like Frostpunk, I think is probably what I'm thinking of. And that one just is brutal to a point, really. Is it a fun game? It probably is a lot of fun. It's not fun for me. I don't derive joy from that kind of a thing. Okay, so we're halfway through. We definitely preserved our carrot reserves. Yeah. Yep, this is just how it had to be. I think we could have saved... I think we could have saved them if we did this. If we got the floodgates up earlier, I think we could have saved it, but... the harvest won't matter because I don't have any farmers assigned here. But once it's ready, we'll do it. Happy Friday 13th, or when a French king called a religious sect over money day. Yep. So I don't know if this harvest comes to fruition. But this one does, because we had 1 day left. Oh, we got it. This is going to be ready. Yep. Awesome. So what'll happen is the die-off will unlink this, and then this will be ready, and we'll hopefully be able to grab at least a bit of veggies out of this. Yeah. Very excited. No workers available. What happened? Oh. God, everyone bit it. Pause, pause, you're paused. Pause, pause, pause. Do we have workers now? We're still low on workers? Yeah, because we had to die off here. Pause. Pause, pause. That's everything. Everyone is free. Ah, come on. Come on. Everyone bit it. And when a beaver bites, it really bites it, yeah. Do we get it? Yes! Food! Food is stored over here. In a bunch of storage units. But we did get food. Oh, we had food. What? Oh, I freaked out for nothing? I freaked out for nothing. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of food. Man, these guys are a lot more tolerant than 1.3 days or whatever it was. Yep, right there. Boop. Yeah, we got food. Okay. That plan saved the whole thing. Yep, and we're getting a harvest out of it. Sahwahit. Sahwahit. Get some haulers. Yeah. Honestly, if I had an earlier save, this is the plan. This was the deal. Resurrect that as quickly as you can. Or get this going on as quickly as you can. I didn't. I did not take that into consideration, so learn something new. What does the fox say? What does the fox say? Gosh, that was the I can't imagine that was popular for as long as it was, but... Again, I'm fairly immune to pop culture whenever anyone refers a thing. And these carrots are ready. Awesome. We need the die off. We turn on the farms. More food. More money, more money, more money, more money. Just harvest, please. Oh, there it is. They will not touch the carrots unless they are assigned as farmers. That's kind of sad, but good for game mechanics. Yep, a whole lot of badness. Now, I'm gonna unlock some of these houses. Actually, we're gonna keep 2 of them locked. That's still 9 more beds for 9 more kits. Okay, was that everybody? Are you Dalek? Dalek? You are someone else. Okay, so I think we're done here. Oh, well. Alright, you survived the Hunger Games, or whatever. We get this. And then I need... I'll turn that on when this is built. So I don't have any I don't have any builders. Let's turn that on. We're the counterfeiters. They're making moolah. Oil, they're making moolah. Yes, let us rename the district in their honor. Cool. Oh. Brr, brr, brr. sad bugle noises. Okay. On. Off. Off. So I have 3, 6, 8, and 7 possible workers. This is ready to be harvested. That is dying because of dryness. Let's get these last 3. Okay. Pause. Turn on. Go, go, go. All the harvest. Oh, that was rough. That was a tough one. Squishy ooze in tin can. Exterminate, yeah. You guys don't want this? 99%. It just doesn't have the flavor at 99%. It just doesn't have the flavor. Yep, we definitely saved it. We have tons of water stored, so that's awesome. I don't have to push on that. It's just going to be a ton of farming. Build up our resilience. No research for a while. Yep, I can turn on 2 farms. Like that one, and have 1 hauler. So we're going to do a quick safety save. Hamlet Hope. Thank you. And everything is drying or dying. Let's just open up the gates, get this all flushed out, because it's all going to come back in about 0.7 days anyway. I'll keep these up. Like, prevent more from coming in, maybe? I don't know. Trees are more resilient to drought, yes. So these are still fine. So we'll have a tree harvest. This died probably due to corruption. Yeah. So our industry is going to be on hold for a while until we get agriculture back up. One of the things I still think might have been smart is we come over here and build, wall this off right here, and you're pretty safe. Would it make sense to move the tree farm to another island? It would. It would. And we did. We did have some residual stuff here. So we're not terrible for wood right now. It's just I can't do much with 5, 6 people. And we're going to set the time to 20 hours. Get as much of this planted as possible. Yeah. My workforce is maxed out. But yeah, we flushed everything out in about, what is that? Everything will be flushed in like 18, 20 hours? That's awesome. Way better than the 5 days again. Yeah. Much improved. Okay, so now that that's planted, come up there. That. What else do we do right now? Let's get some replanting done here, probably. Yeah. Back to 16 hours. It's the big first plant I care about. You know, if that's done, that feels pretty good. So, in terms of farm, or in terms of trees, these were fully mature, but they died. So we'll still get 2 wood out of it. The difference between an alive tree and a dead tree is when a tree is dead, you can't get the pine tar out of it, or the maple syrup, or you can't get the secondary goods, or the mangrove fruit. You can't get any of that. So that's a dead, dumb deal. That can't be... You can't get that again. But we do have some folk now. 3 folk? Wouldn't mind a bit of a... Oh yeah, I deleted everything. Right. Yes. So that's why I'm saying, like, this is a perfect situation. I don't care. I'm gonna get the full value. Fully grown pine trees are worth 2 logs. That's exactly what I'm gonna get out of the shake. But I don't super duper care that it doesn't look nice. Yep, just haul that lumber. I could use some planks. Let's get that going on. Now, could we survive another bad tide at this stage? We absolutely could. Yep. 10 beavers? Yeah. Is it not flowing? Whoops. Hee, I forgot to shut the stuff. So what's happening is this is pushing and normalizing the current. There you go. Yep. There we are. Your max. Awesome. Now, I don't have any builders assigned, so we're not going to even attempt to build something. It was honestly kind of dodgy with 3 dudes. Having... Or no, 4, 6, 7 dudes? It was dodgy with 7 dudes. We're not gonna make it that far. Okay, but if we can get a harvest in, replant, gravy. We get a drought, we double down, no problem. And our workforce is hemorrhaging. I'm down to 6 workable dudes. No, not 6 workable dudes. What are you gonna do with 6 workable dudes? I don't know, kick, scream, cry, the normal. All the stages of grief. As quickly as I possibly can. Oh boy. Getting some planks. We lost 2 more folk. That's not great. Alright. Literally can't do anything about this. I have 4 adults. We have 3 kits though. So the bloodline or whatever can continue. Beaver kind. Beaver kind will survive. These carrots are going to be rank with how long they're sitting in this warehouse, though. They'll evolve into parsnips or something. No, it's a family bush. It's a family. The line is not as wide as we would appreciate it to be. Yeah. Oh, this is actually great. This is actually great. We're in a really good position. I don't have to do farming for a while. Yeah, trunk. Yeah, that's another great way to say it. Drought approaching. Fantastic. Honestly, super good news. The farms are about ready, so stop doing that. We have a ton of water. Let's get some more water. Where's everyone else assigned? Oh, haulers. 1, 2, 3. Where's our 4th? Where's our 4th guy? Ah. Stop that, will you? Snack up on some more water. Yep. Yep. Water's what's affected first in a drought. All this other stuff isn't. So we'll do a little bit of water procurement. Where are you guys going? What's going on? Is there still lumber to be had? There's a lot of lumber to be had. Alright, well. Let them do that. Now the buildings themselves... Oh, never mind. The buildings themselves can hold 15. So when this was full, I was going to pause it and then just unpause a different one. 4 workers, 3 kits. 11 free beds. I want to keep this very controlled, so I'm not going to just unpause all the residential buildings. Food? Not yet. Food? Yes. Harvest first. Yep, harvest first. So the hauler should show up any second now. Still with the lumber, huh? Prioritized by haulers, prioritized by haulers, prioritized by haulers. Thank you. Alright, we're going to build our reserve. I tried that before. I didn't see that to make a big difference. The problem is right now the harvest is a higher priority. We'll try that though. But on a different hard mode game I'm playing, I gave them 20 hours of free time. That did not seem to help. Hey, we have an adult. Hot dang. Hot diggity dang. Yeah, I just need another hauler because that dude's just really committed to get that lumber out of there. Okay, so 8-hour workday. Cut the work time in half. Okay, that's the shift. Socializing helps making more beavers? Probably. I was hoping the farmer's monument that I stuck my neck out to get a little on the early side was going to be enough for that. Just keep the wellness high, and that was good enough. More wellness is good because that also means longer duration of life. Yeah, life expectancy. 17, yikes. Okay, that's not going to happen for a while. Okay, back to 16. Controlled with an iron fist, the whispers of what has been done before. Beavers look around and understand the next 20-hour shift might be their last. They don't meet the quota. John, the Mega Fist! Obey the fist! And we lost one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 4 workers. Okay. If we get enough stuff stored... You beaver! Beaver. Oh, we're a beaver. We're a beaver. We're a beaver. Yeah, we're a beaver. Okay, speaking of though... yes. Get some more stuff placed. I don't want to build a ton of... I can afford 2 of these. I don't want to build a whole bunch of platforms and stuff to make this work. But if we can sprinkle 1 or 2 around, I think we'll be in a good position here. Where's another, like, major middle point that isn't just bucketed with water? I guess here? Do 2 of that. I don't have any builders, so that's a fun conversation, isn't it? Stop that. Turn that on. Another baby beaver? We have someone that's available for work. Yes. Get to eat. This has been built 0%. That's a good sign. This is the Builders Guild, isn't it? What else are you doing? Oh, the drought happened. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Been in the drought for a while. Okay. Super haven't been paying attention. That headache is still kind of low-key lingering. I don't get what's going on here. What are you guys doing? Wait a minute, when does the Builders Guild have a range? That's new. Oh. This'll never get built. It's all... Okay. I did not know it had a range at all. So the grown-ups are now young grown-ups now, so you have multiple babies per adult now. That's the hope. I guess I never noticed it. I thought it was just slap a dash on it and you're done. Oh, hold on. That's a Nico. Oh, did you... Say hi to people. Oh. I'm awake and I don't like it. Well, I knew it had like a functional range, but I thought it just could be extended by more walking paths or whatever. Either way, I still want it built. Come here. And a cat cam? You can be. Come on up here. Fluff's got food. Unfortunately, Fluffs can't have more food because medication. And that's a problem. For him. Hello, Pond. We'll hydrate the second. Go up here and he can stop balking at me. Oh, wow. How's that going for you? I don't know where the hell I put it. There. It's still out of range? What is with this? On an Atari. Ooh. What series of Atari? Because there have been a few. I had an Atari once when I was growing up, but my stepmom threw it out. Okay, that goes away. That goes. We're gonna try this right here. It is on the other side of the thing. Can you please build this? I don't understand what's going on here. Why is this not getting built? You're seeing this, right? I'm house sitting and the cat Max, the one-eyed cat, always comes over when it's time for his food. Aww. An off-brand called Sup. More launches, entertainment means more breeding, apparently. That's fine. But I don't get what is going on here. High priority? I don't know why we're not building a thing. Alright. We have a bunch of food and a bunch of it's dying. This bites. 2 haulers, I guess. I guess we're just gonna get food. What happened with the Atari, the old cartridge batteries being an issue? That's how it used to be. But they were easy enough to take apart. Wasn't it just like 4 screws in the back? You'd have to remove the sticker, though, I think? I have my Nintendo and Super Nintendo in a box. Not, like, treated with care and, like, plastic wrapped or anything, but I do still have them. Yeah. I don't know why this isn't getting built. I know why it's not now, because I paused it. We have... on. I wonder something. Okay, we only have the one district. Okay. It's not confused that there's some other district about. Oh, the normal reasons. Never played it. Interested in other things. Whatever. But, like, I wasn't so conscientious about it then, but it's like, this could be a memento, a token, a relic. It'd be worth more than nothing, right? It'd be worth more than trash, but it is what it is. That's what I'm doing. It's rechargeable battery died, and I have a normal battery holder, so surgery. That's fair. I guess right now we're just going to stockpile on food. There's nothing else for me to do right now. We got the bee. Getting up and down with the bee. I guess what I'm going to do is use this. What if we did that? Did I just lose a worker? Okay. Now you'll build it? Okay, the Builders Union is junk. I don't know what the Beavers Union's doing, but it's not doing its damn job. This turned on immediately. Ugh, whatever. I don't get why that wasn't working. Something child labor laws. A statue of a well-fed beaver. Oof. Well, Well, hold on. Everyone's well fed now. It's in memoriam. Memorandum? It's in memo. Hey. We're not doing that. Everything's squawking, a little bit talking. Do. Alright. Anyway, that's built. That pauses. I wonder if the primary district center accepts jobs and farms it to the builder's hut? I guess I've never had one or the other online. We can switch over to this. Now that the harvest is complete, we have 2 extra workers. Hot jams! Oh, it's happening! Beavers. Beaver bee. Like I said, today's stream is going to be about that 7-hour mark instead of 8 that I like to go for. And maybe a little less than that. This headache is lingering, but it's not terrible. But in about 10 minutes... we're going to get an ad break, and I'm going to use that as the cut point for the YouTube video. And I'm going to get up and get some more ibuprofen and eat an apple and maybe a wrench or something. I haven't decided yet. The possibilities are several. Can we get 1, 2, 3 going on? Henry, if you're going live today, let me know so I can give you a shout. Yeah, I can't raid you because I think I'm going to be on longer than you might be. So that doesn't make any sense. If you're still on, we could do a raid. But yeah, let me know when you're live. We give you a shout out so folks can check you out. I've mentioned it before. Henry is a wonderful streamer. Very interactive. Very cool. And that was Nico leaving as I was getting the camera set up. We're gonna leave this here in case I gotta use it again. Yep, that's off. That's off. This is all getting planted. I've less workers now. Cool, that's excellent. Let's get the rest of this lumber done and pulled. And planted if we can. Let's get that done. We're not hurting for lumber. It's just this is maybe the easiest thing I can do that would help. Not very far. Kind of the same. If anyone joins Henry, drown him. Of course, drowning meaning hydration. Of course, of course. 7 adult beavers, but only 1 baby beaver. We're up to 9. What do I need for this? 17? Ugh. 12. 10. Okay, if we can get us up to 10. That 1 beaver was at 10. But I'm trying to slowly improve some of the decoration stuff around here and get us some happy times. That needs paper. Sure, that's cheap enough. Could sprinkle some of that around. Did we get that lumber? It's getting there. Another baby. Oh, blah. We'll get there. It's a slow build-up, but we'll get there. Not successful. No, I'm a heavy-set guy and fat floats in water, so I can never be drowned. I can never be drowned. Beautifully bright day out. Here for temperature. Man, I'm excited. Yeah, we are several degrees above freezing. Yay. Boy. Like an old walrus. I got the teeths and everything. Ah, rah, 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 rah. Teefs. Okay. Full. Okay. I do want more workers before I try to do the working. And I do want more food. Okay, once this is done up, I think we could take another stab at building. Okay, and pause. That's 3 workers. That's 5 workers, 6 workers, 7 workers, 4 workers, 3 workers. Okay, there's the full 7. Let's see if we can get some of the other building done. The path is still there. You know what? That doesn't need to be built. That is the correct height by default, which means that doesn't need to be built. And you've already built the thing. That doesn't need to be built. Oh, because you probably went around the outside. Yep, that would make sense. Okay. We're going. Now, this is going to be the same how do you do, but like that. Like that. And that will complete the puzzle. Ugh. Trying to build my own escape room in here. Somehow. Let's go ahead and do a save. This is still Hardwood Hamlet Hope. Hard to say. Hard to say. Hard to be, hard to see, hard to say. Ow. My knuckles are all crackly. We'll get as much of this built as we can, which is probably not going to be much, but it's better than 0. And I'm absolutely hoping this is going to be enough in terms of caca poo poo pee pee water. We got 4 more days to build it out. Hey, thanks for that. So make sure everyone else hydrates and stretch as well. Sipping on a little hydration is mighty important. Yeah, so in about 3 minutes, I'm going to take that break. Normal break, 5-ish, 6-ish minutes, 10-ish minutes, something like that. We got 3 babies. Oh, whoa, we got 3 babies. Yeah, things are coming up Saramara. I could leave this on the slowest speed. We've already made a safety save. Man, if we could get this done up, I'm gonna be just so happy. It's the big stuff. Do we have planks? We're gonna be out of planks. But we can work on this. Actually, do I cancel these and just put planks, levees instead? I can finish levees. I can't finish the double floodgates. That doesn't matter. We still have all this other stuff to build. I can make that decision as we go. How many more planks do I need? 9, 1, 10, 11. I'm fine with that. We're gonna leave it as is. We're gonna let it build out. Well, needing more planks means I gotta activate this thing, right? I didn't want to draw more work where I didn't have the available effort. But the ad break is kicking off. So I am going to go take that break right now. Yeah, maybe. Well, it's only 12 hours because I only need 10 planks. 11 planks. It's only like 13 hours of plank making, which we can do in a single day. So I'm going to risk it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And I'll be back in a few minutes. So, if you're joining us on YouTube, thanks. And I hope to catch you next time.